Even as a wanderer, the days we have for leisure are far and few between. Even if I were an ant, I would protect the grass overhead. Have a seat, sip some tea, and enjoy the show, my friend. I inherited this divine power, but this spirit is my own.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here with Skankel in the house as we try to get everything set for this evening. It's going to be the first match in day 3 of the MSA. It's we're looking at Celestials up against Yin, as we see lots of the Yin fans already voting in the poll. This is going to be a cracker of a game. I'm quite excited about this one, as we see Rabbit Jr., another Yin supporter there, just wants to shout out the Yin team. But Celestials also quite a good squad. But we wait for the captains to get their teams into the lobby. Then we will get into the typical lobby bans and then the normal banning phase. We will be without the tournament lobby for the foreseeable future. At least we hope to have it at some point in time tonight as we deal with whatever is the technical drama that's going on in the background as we let the organizers do their organization. Thanks. We, however, are here for the streaming and the games. So hopefully we will get that tournament lobby up and running soon, and they get to fix whatever the issues were. But for the time being, we still have our South African old school system. So let's get cracking with us here as I hand you over to Skankel.
Oh, 100%. Good evening, everyone. And yeah, as per usual, with the MSA Cup, we're always excited with these playoff games. Celestials versus Yen in a best of 3 matchup style. So do get your votes in. Please do. Just trying to get the guys to invite their squad members, and we can go off with the king coin toss.
Yeah. So we've got our referees, both the referees in the lobby with us. We're just gonna wait for the teams to get their captains to get their teams in. We're gonna do the coin toss now. It is getting a bit late, so Skankel will just go ahead with that, and then we'll get
On it.
started.
As I ask Yen, heads or tails? Yeah, I get to do my coin toss. I haven't done a coin toss in a very long time. So, all right, Yen opting with tails as Celestials. We're a bit premature there with the pick. So, coin flip, it lands on tails. So, will Yen decide to take the left side, which grants them the first bans as well as first pick?
Well, we'll get to see now.
As we see Samara coming in there with her cat song. So, oh, it seems like Samara wants to come and join us on Discord.
Okay. I see Nigel as I think he is setting this up, the tournament lobby. So we may not have to get into the coin toss. We might be able to just get into the lobby. But in the meantime, let me just edit the video. And as Rapid Junior quite correctly wanted, we should get the actual times for each of the matches in the description. So let me do that very quickly while we wait.
Then let me move us open to an open channel.
Right. So let me while you're doing that, let me just get this sorted out. So then everybody knows the pretty much the times for each thing. So we will have 7 p.m. know we're a bit late, but 7 p.m. is Celestials v Yin. As 8:30 p.m. This is all SA times, just FYI. 8:30 p.m. And approximate times as well. So it's not exactly going to be the perfect, because games might take longer or shorter. We do have a bit of a delay so far.
All right, without further ado, we have a special guest with us tonight. Will she be co-streaming with us?
Yeah, I normally do, but I kind of handle panel usually, and then not so much the commentating, but I do give my 2 cents here and there.
All right, well, super excited as the viewers will be very happy and pleased with a female voice in the stream again. So thank you for joining us, Samara. It's always a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you, thank you. Is Shantae going to join us as well?
She's already up there with us. I don't think she's going to join us in the Discord.
Oh,
But we can always ask and find out.
yeah, I'm sending her a message.
All right. So I changed the description. And you can see the times there. For anybody who wants to know what time is here, see, like as Bungie is asking what time is the Equilibrium game, you can now see it in the description. And you can thank Rabbit Jr. for that. So I try to get myself into the lobby.
Okay, I invited you.
All right, so sweet. We've got everything set. We've got Yin in the blue corner, Celestials in the red. So, Samara, as we wait for Shantae to join us, what are your thoughts on this match? Who you were favoring here? Did you get your vote in the poll?
No, I haven't gotten my vote in the polls yet, but I mean, both of these teams are really good. I haven't seen too much of Celestials lately, but I have seen a lot of Team Yin, and I know from like my experience that they're shaping up really well. So they're like quite a good team at the moment.
Agreed. These are two teams that from the actual very start of Waylander Gaming, which was about 4 months ago, or just over 4 months ago, 4.5 months ago. These two teams featured very heavily on the channel, so we have seen them in action quite a lot. They are two very, very good teams. But into the banning phase we go, and it's the Beatrix ban coming out from Pegasus for the side of Celestials first up. So Beatrix has been seeing the light of day quite a bit with the new Malefic gun update.
Yeah, she has. I think at the moment she's quite like pick a ban.
Yeah, the same could be said for Hilda as well, because Hilda either XP or Roam, but mainly played on the Roam now, as we know that we have moved towards this utility Roam setup. Zushin, another very popular ban, that well, is a popular mage that you don't really want to go up against, especially in the ranked matches, because that displacement of hers is maybe one of the most annoying skills to face up against.
Okay, Bruno ban coming in, like rightfully so, because Bruno late game. If you have a Bruno, match is basically yours. We've seen that in M6 quite a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Pico ban himself, Bruno. Looks like it looks like there's a bit of a respect ban coming out for the side of Celestials, banning out the Lear mod.
Yeah, I really do not see anyone buying Leomord these days, but yeah, that's probably a respect ban. And ending it off with the Sicilian ban, like I do understand the Sicilian as well. Really annoying hero to go up against, fast lane clear, CC, everything. So like, yeah, ban CC, guys.
Yeah, he's got the full range of skills available, and the scaling to the late game is just ridiculous. That insane wave clear that he gets, especially towards the late game, it becomes almost impossible to storm into the base unless you get rid of the Sicilian first. Oh, nice first pick.
Yeah.
Actually, nice second pick too.
Nice. Nice every pick.
Yeah, nice everything. Yeah, these teams have definitely been doing their homework on the new meta. It's a Daredevil locking onto the Cho. Well, it should be a Cho roam. And
Yeah, it
Mahaba.
should be Trevor.
Yeah, and Mahaba with the Kali. It should also be a Kali drone. But what are your thoughts on the Vengeance spell on a Kali?
I don't really know if it works that well with him. I would think Vengeance worked better on more tankier heroes, but I mean he is quite tanky if you build him well, so
yeah,
probably could work.
possibly.
Could work.
Yeah, possibly. But like the flicker just allows for that extra bit of gameplay, like when he wants to really get into
Yeah.
the gameplay.
Yeah, but I mean we might see spell changes later depending on both teams' drafts. Yeah, we do see Pegasus locking in that Layla, and we do know now that is definitely not a troll pick because Layla is actually that girl at the moment. So yeah.
Yeah, well, we can thank Onyx Philippines for that, making Layla, Layla cool once again.
I have not seen a better Layla than when Calva played it.
Yeah, that was scary. That was legitimately scary.
Very scary. Okay, going to the second ban phase.
So Yuchi with the ban. Yeah. Yuchi or Yui.
Yeah.
Yuchi.
Yui.
Getting rid of the Lunox. But we do have Killzone picking up the Alpha. Alpha is a very, very strong pick. And Spectre's got the Kai, but he hasn't changed the spell yet, so we're not sure whether it's going to be a Kai jungle or a Kai roam, and they're going to throw the Cho into the XP lane. We're just going to have to wait to see. As Rabbit Jr. in the live chat says, Revitalize Khalid is broken in the XP lane.
Oh yeah, it is. Revitalize itself at the moment is such a broken spell with the amount of sustain that it gives to the team during team fights. I mean, you get like 2 members on your team with Revitalize and that is it. You're so good for team fights.
Yeah, it actually, that Revitalize spell, it's nice that you pointed that out. It allows you to have a very versatile draft, in the sense that you can pick 1, maybe 2 heroes that are split pushes, and the rest, maybe 3 for team fight, like a bit team fight orientated. And so you have the ability to switch between, like you can push the lane, or when you need to, you can get into a team fight position when you need to. You don't have to draft only for team fight or only for split push.
Yeah. Okay, we do see the Hayabusa and the Xavier getting banned out. Do you think these are respect bans or?
Well, the Xavier I know is definitely a respect ban.
Definitely a respect ban, yeah.
The Matilda is right now a very strong roamer, and especially considering that Killzone's already picked up the Alpha, the Matilda Alpha combination at this moment in time is one of the meta combos. So they do definitely want to get rid of that from like as a potential pick. But we do see Yuchi picking up the high loss there with the Revitalize that you were just talking about, Samara. And Arya Stark, who's joined us all the way from what is that series again?
Time to drop the beat of the flash.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Hi, Shantae.
Hi.
How long have you been here?
Basically from the start.
Girl, you've been muted.
Yeah, I realized that after like 5 minutes. Yeah,
Surely
it's sleeping
she's just
time.
a girl who doesn't know how to use her microphone.
So, are the ladies gonna be leading us in this first game of day 3 in the MSA?
No. We're here to give 2 cents, though, so there's that. But definitely not going to be commentating.
We should give it a try. When I'm not going to put any pressure on anybody. I think the only person I put pressure on to do the casting is Rika, um, because I think I should. But yeah, I don't put pressure on anybody. If you feel like, as we're here in the moment and we're busy doing what we're doing, right? You wanna do the call outs. You feel like I'm missing out on something there. You wanna just call it out for everybody to see. You go ahead. You don't feel shy. But into the game we go as we see Arya Stark did lock onto the Joy. Toto Rare picking up the Valir in the mid lane. As we already saw, it's going to be Pegasus on the Layla, Spectre picking up the Akai, so it should be Akai, Rome, a Daredevil on the Cho in the XP lane. Yuchi there with the high loss. We've got Killzone on the Alpha, Mahaba picking up the car lead, KP on the Granger,
Ranger.
and Mocha 101 picking up the CAG. As we see the recall spams coming out right at the start.
And they're just passing time. I do the same.
yeah. I think most of us do. It's kind of fun to do in the beginning of the game. So Mahaba making a very interesting rotation here, just scouting out the jungle for his teammate, but using this extremely high mobility from the Khalid, getting the poke damage onto Pegasus here. But there's the Mocha on the Kagura. It's gonna cause the Layla to use that flicker to get to the safety of the turret. So nice poke from the two players here. As we see Valir just trying to get this mid lane pushed in here. Mocha coming in to try to get the defense. Khalid contests for the Litho, manages to get it, and starts to pray to heal. Oh, there's the Alpha. He's coming in with that true damage. Arya Stark being taken out of the first blood, which gives Alpha that level 4 Spear of Alpha comes in, picking up the double kill as we see the laughing recall spam coming out from the Khalid. So very, very strong start for the side of Yin. Ladies. Ooh, Spear of Alpha once more, knowing that there's no flicker. KB picking up the kill there. Though Killzone must be, I know sometimes when I'm playing in the jungle and my marksman steals my kill, I'll be okay, we got the kill, but I won't be the happiest. Camper, Ucho jumping in and out here, but there's Mocha with a nice camp. It's going to be 5 kills to nothing to the side of Yin. At this moment in time, they've built up quite a dominant lead. It's looking at around 2.5k gold lead to their favor. Make that a 3k gold lead to their favor as they push right through. As we see Killzone taking the opportunity to take the farm away from Arya Stark there on the Joy. Not having the nicest of time. Dancing around a little bit with the Khalid, just getting a lot of poke damage onto whoever is there. That's one of the strengths of having a Khalid on your team. And it just goes to show the beauty of utility jungles compared to tank jungles at this moment in time. That a lot of early game pressure. There's a Spear of Alpha landing on once more. It's going to be killing spree for the Alpha as the golden path, the glorious pathway comes out from the Hylos. They're continuing this team fight, even though Joy has so much of mobility, she's gonna get taken down. Cho with the way of the dragon, kicking that Hylos back, getting himself to safety and getting a pick off onto Mokad 101 on that. I'll make that a double kill as Mahaba overextended there, not respecting Daredevil's show and being taken down underneath the turret.
Actually, a dosage play coming in from Daredevil.
Yeah, very, very, very good show play there. Getting a pick-off kill using the way of the dragon for some safety, and then punishing any particular bit of overextensions As we see KP already level 6 compared to Pegasus on the Layla, who is just level 4 at this moment in time.
I mean, you must remember also, Layla missed like almost a whole wave of minions because she had to recall.
She was not going to have the easiest time in the world up against a Granger.
True.
So right now, let me just get the builds up on screen for everybody so you can see what the items are looking at. Oh, there's going to be a harbor once more with the engagement. Granger does want to use that first skill of his to try and get a kill. But Spectre, he's quite low, but being protected underneath the turret. Mahaba wants to go in for a dive once again. He does have that sandstorm available to him. But I don't think he's going to commit it once. Yeah, there it is. He does try to land onto the Valier, but Valier manages to get to safety. However, it is going to be the Layla that is taken down, as well as the Joy. But there's the heavy spin by the Kai, managing to pin down the Alpha, but there's nobody there to follow up. Spear of Alpha comes out once more. Monster kill for Killzone on this Alpha. So right now, as things stand, you've got almost a, what is that? Almost a 6k gold lead going to the favor of, there's the engagement once more. Way of the Dragon does come out, but Mohabo somehow managing to survive through all of that as the XP lane is being taken down. And that is, if we didn't know how this next turtle was going to be uncontested, well, now we definitely know. So, ladies, what's your thoughts on the game so far?
I'll let Shantae take this one because she's been silent for so long.
Yeah,
that's usually a dangerous sign. You know, you're sitting with a girl that just stops talking, then you need to start worrying. So Shantae.
Shantae, are you ghosting her?
No, I'm not. I'm actually focused. I'm actually surprised that Yenny is doing this well.
Oh, I'm not surprised because, like, I have seen their group. I know that they're quite formidable at the moment.
Agreed.
They've been playing really, really well as a team, and since we saw in the group chat that they are basically a new team, kind of, that's been playing together since they're also rebuilding.
And I'm not sure if this is completely true, so like don't at me, but I did hear that some members of 1HP were coaching Team Yen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see like the playing style and the rotation is really
similar,
good.
Right? Yeah, it's like really good.
It's from the drafting phase. They picked a very, very nice draft. A lot of actually everything they picked here is meta. Maybe minus the Kagura pick, but I mean in this particular lineup, it's nice to have something to pick up. But the heavy spin coming up from the Akai just to get himself to safety. It's going to be Toto. They was trying to zone away. Spirit of Alpha comes out once more. It's going to be a kill onto the Joy, and well, the Revitalize we were speaking about earlier, saving the Khalid. So we see the third and final turtle up for the game, up in this game. Squad Yin have decided to take this, not opting to wait for the 8-minute Lord, which was another 30 seconds away, but they said, you know what, we want the gold. It's part of the way capitalism works. The rich gets richer when you run top.
Poor gets poorer.
I mean, speaking of rich gets richer, they're almost at a 10k gold lead, so...
Yeah, that's...
I mean, they could end at this point.
Yeah,
since,
like not even 8 minutes in, 10k gold lead, so insane.
Yeah.
Celestials is so starved, though.
Reminds me of people in Africa. Don't at me, guys. It's a joke.
I didn't hear anything. I'm not here.
Yeah, in fact, I'm dumb. I cannot speak. Yeah.
No. Oh,
God, they should not trust us to cast together, like ever. This is a bad idea.
Why do you think? Why do you think I was quiet the whole time?
Oh my god. Okay.
So Daredevil getting a pickoff here onto the Kagura, as we were listening to the two ladies who are trying to get me cancelled, picking on the people in Africa. But it's okay. It's worth the risk, I'd say. Some jokes are worth the risk.
Earlier, getting the shutdown on solid. Sorry, it's been a long day.
Same.
Monday blues. As the first lord of the game is up at the 9.5 minute mark. We do see KP and Yushi trying to gain a little bit more map control, taking down the final tier 2 turret that was standing for the side of Yin. As Daredevil once more for Celestials tried to get close to the Granger, but the glorious pathway from the high loss comes out there just to get his teammate back to some safety, as we do see the side of Yin melting down this Lord at a phenomenally quick rate. Mahaba there on his sand cloud once more, just supplying the vision that's necessary, zoning away, but I don't think we expected to see Celestials try to contest for this particular objective. Right now, what do you guys think that Celestials should be doing if they want to try to get back into the game?
I think what Pegasus did was actually really good. Instead of contesting for Lord, he opted to push the lane on the opposite side. So I think just trying to trade objectives at this point and to farm up, that will bring them back into this game.
Yeah, especially having a Layla in your lineup. Once it heads towards that late game and she starts getting her items, as we will check very shortly what her items she has already. Once she starts getting her items, then she's really going to start to hurt, because they don't have much backline dive do Yin. That's the only, you could say, weakness in the draft that they have. But there's the Sans Raging Sandstorm, comes out from the Kali. He does pop the Vengeance, but there's Layla doing so much damage. It's Akai who does get the kill. The Lord is into the base. The tier 3 turret does come down this glorious pathway. We have the Dragon picking back the Alpha. Shutdown kill. Layla did pick that up. Has to flicker out of danger. The Valir and Layla just doing so much work here as they take down this front line. But what? It's going to be another kill there for the side of Yin, as they do take down Spectre there. Mahaba is the first to fall. Is Layla with that cannon. So it's going to be another kill there. It was Arya Stark and the Joy trying to go in and get a bit of damage done, maybe get a bit of a kill. But there is, I mean, Yun squad, they are quite fed at this moment in time. So the Joy didn't have the nicest of times in the early part of the game, just doesn't have the items yet to do the damage to burst down those 3 squishies that were left.
Joy being 060 is as well, though. And why is Layla holding Haas close this late into the game?
Well, I've seen a lot of Layla players just rush that Malefic gun, since Malefic gun is just so broken at this moment in time. But that shutdown kill did give her a nice gold boost. So will this be the opportunity that Celestials were looking for to come back? Or will Yin be able to just continue with the dominance they've displayed so far? They do have a 11.5k gold lead, or I should say 11k gold lead at this stage in the game. We're going to get to see what do you guys think? Will Celestials try and contest for this enhanced Lord, or they're going to use the same strat as previously, get the waves pushed out?
I don't think it's wise if they had to try and contest, because they are still quite, underfarmed. So I think they should try and look for a trade instead.
Agreed. They just gotta play defensive. They gotta try and prolong the game for as long as possible, because the more they defend, the better their chances are of having a comeback later on. A lot of their gameplay is gonna revolve around this Layla. She still has her flicker up, so she's gonna have to be a bit safe. for the most part. As we see Yin leaving the Lord to push by itself into the base. They did sync the waves up very nicely. It's the glorious pathway coming up from the high loss. There's engagement, heavy spin, knocking back that the high-low Spear of Alpha does come out, but there's going to be one. Make that two. Oh, the Nexus is exposed. KP they're locking on, and they do manage to finish it up. So lovely play here from Yin, taking the first game 1-0. So, what are your thoughts on this first game?
I mean, I
that,
think. Okay, it's fine. You go first. You go first.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll send a screenshot while you speak.
Okay. Don't forget to ready up in the lobby. Okay, like I think Celestials were a bit outdrafted there because Team Yin actually had such a good draft. And yeah, I think it's also the rotations and the way that Khalid was giving so much vision for his team and things like that. You know, like they really did a great job of keeping an eye on the enemies, syncing their minion waves, you know, getting their objectives, poking down the jungler, poking down the MM so that they are unable to farm or contest objectives, and they did that so perfectly that it ensured them the win. So
I agree with you. Their teamwork, I mean, from the drafting phase all the way down the line. Like, for instance, I wasn't so sure about the Valier pick, like what the Valier was there to do. Maybe to deal with the high loss, possibly. But right now, once the Khalid was picked up, I knew pretty much it was going to be a Khalid on the roam. And Valier can, to a certain degree, interfere with a Khalid. But it's these high mobility roams that are setting up plays left, right, and center, and gives you that early game control, which allows you to do exactly what we saw Yin do, which is snowball all the way to victory. It's the reason why you will see a lot of Cho roams, you will see a lot of Khalid roams, you're going to see a lot of Arlots and Matildas as well. Those are your meta picks for roam right now. And Hylos as well, even though Hylos is a tank, he does fit more of the utility style. As Dark Souls says that my mic has gone a bit soft. Okay, Dark Souls, I will try to fix that. But we're going to get into the drafting phase soon once we get Killzone back into the lobby. And Scout Skanko will join the lovely ladies, Samara and Shantae, as they take us through the drafting phase.
Ironically enough, Ari did send a message, and he is in the lobby. He's going to be commentating with the ladies. I need to say,
I actually don't see Amy.
Yeah. So, regardless, the players came through. There's no viewers curse tonight in this first matchup. So the poll going in favor.
Testing sound.
And Yin not losing the first matchup. So I think the viewers will be quite pleased with their votes not being a curse tonight.
Yeah. The viewers' curse has been striking left, right, and center for days now. But I think it was Equilibrium who put an end to the viewers' curse in that national match. They were the first team to somehow manage to survive through the viewers' curse. Got a lot of the votes in that game. I think it was about 60-something% of the votes, and they took the victory. But that's enough from me as we hand you over to Irie and Shantae and Samara as they take us through the bans and this second and potentially final match in this best of three. Yin up against Celestials. Yin, for those of you tuning in now, did take the first game 1-0, but over to them.
Fight for the ultimate answer.
Okay, so we're seeing the Hilda ban coming up again from the side of Team Yin. I think they just don't want to deal with that, and at the moment, yeah, she is pretty pickle ban. So yeah, I'm just not going to see a Hilda.
The Hylos ban is really good. especially since they use it as the XP laner. So the flex pick is not going to be as useful.
Yeah. We do see the Bruno being banned out again. Like, yeah, I really don't think anyone wants to deal with the Bruno on the enemy side. And so, yeah, I mean, that is a valid ban. So, Team Yin does have first pick this round, so they could have prioed it, but.
Yeah. And then Beatrix ban comes out again. Like it was said, the Malefic gun is, well, in my opinion, it was made for Beatrix. Imagine sniper with Malefic gun. Ah, the damage.
Okay.
Let's wait for Yuchi's next ban. Using the whole 40 or 50 seconds.
We did that the last game too.
Yeah.
Okay, we see Khalid coming out as a ban, and I mean they used it in the last match, but like
Mhm.
I guess they don't want to go up against that Khalid.
Now I wonder what audio is gonna ban this match. Is it gonna be the same? Sicilian.
Sicilian.
I feel like they do not want to deal with it. His stacking potential for late game, the damage is insane. Especially his power spike from mid to late game.
Oh, but we do see the Jushin being picked up. I mean, they didn't end up banning it, and she's such a good utility mage, I would say, because of the displacement that she does. So good CC for team fights.
Yeah, but with that, she falls off basically late game. So if there's no one around to protect her.
I mean, yeah. But if you use her well and you stay well protected and stuff like that, I think she could be good, especially if you're planning to have an early game comp.
Mm-hmm. But I see the Chow pickup, I feel is like a fan favorite and a team favorite in every match, as well as the Aurora pickup. I don't know how well Aurora will fare with Zushin.
Sure. I mean, Daredevil
Against
did
Zushin.
go Cho in the first match, and he did really well on his Cho. So,
KP with a classic Granger pick again. If you didn't know, KP was basically the rich guy the previous match. He had about 1k gold above the jungler as well of his own team. And his stacks on Sky PSO was 40. Was someone that picked it up as a second item.
Can we just see Leslie pick coming in? I have not really been seeing Leslie being picked up, so a bit of a surprise pick for me. And we do see the Leomod being banned out, but I do think that this is still a respect ban. I don't think, this is definitely not in the meta.
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's a wishful pick for really late game.
Maybe.
The damage is still insane. And then the highest
yeah.
ban coming in from the sign of Yin Matrix. From Yin Squad. My bad. I know Yin Matrix is not playing. Oh, what? And say you were saying it's meta slave probably. Point of view.
Alpha. Yeah, I mean, Alpha was a huge issue last game, managing to get so many kills in the early game and becoming so OP, so overfarmed that the other team was not able to contest. I guess I just don't want to deal with that again this match.
Oh, and then they come in with a Joy ban. I mean, Joy wasn't really a problem. Or was it probably in the wrong hands? Dare I say so?
I don't know, but yeah, I don't feel it was a problem.
So, yeah.
The immortal one chose me to
Zandra Mini's saying, pluk dat Granger. Hy gaan gepluk word like game. Oh my word. So for those that do not understand, she basically meant that you better watch out for Leslie late game because she'll one shot Granger.
Okay, well, we do see the Suyu being picked up by Sekai Cutie. Suyu extremely strong at the moment, completely in the meta, so that is a really good pick. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see them hovering around the chip pick as well. I would have liked to have seen that. Pegasus picking up the chip.
Yeah, me too.
But I see that the alpha ban was probably because they premeditated the Suyu pick.
A flashy accompaniment.
So
Mhm.
we've got the Pegasus
Hello.
locking onto the Franco here. I think that's just a straight hard counter to both the Rai on the Ling and Mahaba with the Matilda. And also a bit for KP with the Granger. You know, those mobilities. High mobility heroes, just lock them down.
True. But like, what do you guys think of the Ling pick?
Well, Ling has fallen off the meta a little bit, right? But
Yeah.
he's still strong. I mean, he grants so much. Like, I think it was the game Exodus versus Equilibrium that we featured a few days ago, where we saw Yami, I think it was, on the Ling, just use him so well, pushing the lanes just before the objectives and forcing the Exodus to rotate like all across the map, and then just getting in just at the right timing for the team fights with that Tempest of Blades that just allows him to escape CCs and stuns, and you know, he has a lot of potential. Combining the Ling with the Matilda, I mean, there are better combos with the Ling, like the Angela, for instance, as everybody knows. But that extra bit of shield can be what the Ling needs. But let's get into the match to see what's happening. As I think Irie, he's got his mic on, finally. Doesn't want to say hello to anybody.
Hello,
been-
Amy.
I've been having my mic on. Hey, Samara. Hey,
Jeff.
everybody.
Hey, Mark.
Glad to be back.
I I'm sorry
I've been
we didn't
having
let
my
you
mic
talk.
on. Just hoping, just hoping for a clean introduction like you guys do for Seppi. But it's fine. It's fine.
I don't even introduce Seppi.
Seems that you have a bit of Esther. Nah, I think y'all guys introduced last time. I think somebody told me y'all guys introduced. But for everybody who
Okay.
doesn't know, my name is Ari, one of the casters.
Okay, wait. Let me introduce you. Okay, guys, we are joined
Okay.
here by my man, Awi, and he's coming in to do some commentating with Waylander. So yeah, Awi, what do you think of the draft so far?
Yes,
Awi.
everybody, her man apparently seems as though Samara and I are dating. But
No, not like that. It's not what I meant.
just joking. But,
Oh man.
No.
Yes, we do agree with you. That Ling
yeah, if you
skin
guys
is
had
on
it,
fire.
Yeah, it looks like Irie has just produced yet another clippable moment. As I'm sure you all want to know what the timestamp is for that video. Just take a look. You can have a nice clip of that and share it across all our platforms. But into the game we go,
Lord.
as we see both the teams around this bot lane turret. KP taking quite a bit of damage. Ooh, there's a Suyo engaging onto Mahaba there with that on the Matilda, who has to retreat. So, yeah, what were you saying again about the draft? What are your thoughts? Who are you favoring based on the draft?
draft wise, I think I have to go for. Is it Celestials or is it Yin? The one with the Ling.
That's Yin.
That's Yen.
And
That's Yin, yeah. So that's the one I'm kind of favoring for at the moment, because it seems as though they have everything. They have a bit of dive, a front laner, somebody for disengage, long range marksman. Because when Granger has his stacks and just stacks up those Rhapsodies, he can be absolutely detrimental. But we're seeing a heavy spin here at the top, and followed up by a bit of engagement. Frigid laser being dropped down, but it seems as though Reese is surviving. I'm kind of lagged right now, so I don't know what's happening.
Oh, it's going to be the way of the dragon coming out onto the Akai. They managed to get a kill, so it's 2-1 kills in the favor of Celestials here, as this Cho manages to get out. Daredevil doing quite a good job here with 3 or picking up the turtle there, but gets hooked into the turret is Mocha on the Zushin, but he does manage to get that passive being procced from Toto there and his team coming in. It's the Ling with a kill. But while that action was happening around the turtle, just off screen there was a solo kill. Arya picking up the kill onto the Granger. So Leslie there just having building a bit of dominance. Getting poked now as we see the Circling Eagle comes out from Harbor as they get the return kill. So it's 3-2 kills in the favor of Yin at this moment, and they do have a 1k gold lead.
Yeah, exciting game, man. I'm actually kind of surprised of how it's going compared to like the last game where it was just one side. There was already like 5 kills before like the third or second minute or something like that. So it seems as though it's kind of even. Although for the majority of the first half, it has been going towards Yin with the turtle, also kind of winning out in that team fight. But I think it's a lot more even, closer to a competitive game than last game, man. So it'll be exciting to see what happens. But right now, we're seeing a bloody hunt being used up by Franco here. I don't think Reese has that Tempest of Blade, so he might be caught up, but he does manage to survive. So that's it's really fast hands from him. But Samara and the gang, I'm kind of wondering, the Sekai that we have here, is it the same Sekai?
Yeah. This is Kaizen or Sekai.
Oh, there's Ling into the backline, knowing that the passive has been is not there. He does pop that Tempest of Blades, does pick up a couple of the swords, gets a double kill. Franco throwing that hook out from the bushes. Should he have done that? I don't know. Gave his position away. He was quite low health. But there's the Cho Daredevil once more. He does have the way of the dragon. That doesn't commit it quite yet. He's still keeping it up. The Circling Eagle comes out from the Matilda, just zoning everybody away. KP making a nice rotation here, trying to get this turret done. Way of the Dragon does come out, but kicking the Granger maybe away from the team. The direction not quite to what he wanted to. Was Daredevil on the Cho. The second turtle going to Yin once more, but the defense of the mid lane did come out for the side of Celestials. So as you were saying, I read the game a lot more balanced than what it was previously. Oh, as we see the engagement here onto KP with a bloody hunt. It's going to be the Tempest of Blades that comes out, and it's Rai who manages to get a pick-off kill. He wants to pick up those swords so he can jump back away. He does manage to get the those three swords from the Tempest of Blade and has the ability to second skill himself first skill himself out of harm's way. So the Sakai everybody was talking about, now trying to push this lane. It is the final wagon there that does manage to take down the first turret of the game, going in favor of Celestials.
Going in favor of Celestials, but I'm kind of surprised at the lack of aggression. You know what, the kind of advantage that Yin have gained so early. I thought they would be more aggressive, more in your face, because when you look at their composition, it is semi mid game, but when compared to maybe a Yin, it is kind of late game. You know, with the Frigid Glacier, especially with the Leslie, with how hard she hits. So I'm kind of surprised at the lack of aggression right now, because they do have a lot of advantage. When you look at the gold lead, I think it's close to about 2k. So I think it does allow them more freedom. But when you look at the map, it seems as though it's kind of like Yin that are winning out. But the mid lane has gone down, so that might be something to their advantage.
Yeah, the map being opened out. Circling Eagle comes out once more to the Leslie, knocking her up. There's the follow-up. Granger blowing it up from distance with that ultimate of his. So we just get the items up on here as we see Arai into the jungle, engaging onto Sakai on this Suyo, who has to dash back to safety. Frigid Glacier from the Aurora as they do manage to get the kill onto the Ling there. Ooh, Flicker comes out from Toto. Aurora back to the safety of the team. But the map control now firmly on the side of Yin at this moment in time.
Yep, definitely, man. And I did kind of see that Leslie did pick up the Berserker's Fury during that item check just a minute ago. So I do think her kind of her power spike should be just around like 1 or 2 items away. So after that, we might see this Leslie starting to pop off a bit, especially knowing Arya. I think she is, or he, you can never be sure these days, but she is a Leslie main, so that might be something to look out for. But yeah, it's very interesting to see how this game is going out so far.
Yeah, Leslie, once she gets those items up, that's to hit like a truck, especially towards the late game. So once again, it looks like Celestials have to be playing a little bit more of a patient, safer game. Though this time round, they do have a bit more map control because they have a bit more turrets still up online. They've lost 2 tier 1 turrets in the mid and bot lane. They still have the tier 1 turret in the top lane for them. But if you see, there's Franco wants to land the hook there, but KP just dodging out of the way. There's the engagement onto the Cho. It's going to be full 4 man. He's busy dancing around. The Circling Eagle comes out with the heavy spin as they manage to lock down the Cho, picking up a kill.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources used for one man. that had to have been personal, man.
Yeah.
Maybe he owes them money or something. That had to have been personal.
Yeah.
But they do manage to get the kill, and it seems as though it seems as though Yin wants to kind of implode onto Celestial. No, they do not. I feel as though I'm like 2 or 3 minutes back, man, because it's so slow on my side.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's well, it's welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet in South Africa. As we do see, it is getting to the 20-second mark before the first major objective of the game. It will be the Lord spawning at around 10 minutes into this matchup. Yin at this moment in time in a very strong position to take this Lord, but we see the team of Celestials, they're going for a 4-1 split. They've got everybody more or less in their jungle around the red buff. It's all 5 man around the red buff as we see Rai coming in here, just trying to, that's all he wanted to do. He just needed to force out the retribution from Sakai QT on the Suyo. For him, that would have been objective achieved, and as you can see, he can now go and invade, do what he wants to, go and contest for the Lord. Into the backline he goes. They manage to pick up the Franco, so without any bloody hunt, they know they can continue the engagement. The Frigid Glacier does land from Toto onto 2, but there's going to be Arya into the backline, does manage to get a pick-off kill. In response, it was the Akai that was taken down. The castle from Aurora being procced. But KP popping that ultimate, hoping to get a potential kill, but the shield comes through to protect Aurora to a certain degree as they finally decide to start this objective, which is going to be the Lord for the side of Yin. Meanwhile, we can see that the Cho taking this opportunity to just push one of the lanes through, just to try and get a bit of breathing space for his team. So, Irie, if you were in Celestial's position right now, what would be the plan of action?
I think you just have to focus on like one, maybe getting a pick off, maybe somebody that's like, accompanying Lord, just pick them off, maybe go, maybe 2-3 members go along with the Franco, just try to get a pick off just to unsettle the team before the Lord, and to unsettle the balance that they have. But otherwise, I think they do have a decent amount of wave clear with the Aurora, so I don't necessarily think they have to worry about any base torrents being taken down. So just get a pick off before then and allow it to be maybe a 5v4, and I think that type of advantage might play well towards defending the Lord. But we'll wait and see what happens, man.
Yeah, so Yin doing quite a nice job with the lanes, just trying to get them synced up, but Celestial's countering by pushing at the right moments in time. The Lord is making its way up here as we see the mid lane tier 2 turret being taken down. Celestials do have quite a bit of lockdown potential with both the Bloody Hunt and Way of the Dragon. Ooh, it's the Winter Crown comes out from the Franco, but he gets blown up anyway as KP focuses down this bot lane turret. The heavy spin putting Sakai against the wall. The Lord into the base. Freezing Glacier comes out for the defense. Are we going to see the lockdown here? Can they get it done? KP trying to focus down this Nexus, but he's taking so much damage from the Aurora as it's going to be the Arya taken down on the Leslie there. So it is a 3-for-0 exchange. Just waiting for the Lord for a wave on the side of Yin. They want to get this lockout to the Nexus. The Cho did come in there. He gets taken down. His 4 people left alive. It's just the Franco. He needs to try and do something to help with the defense. KP trying to get into position. Raya as well. And they hit that exposed Nexus, win the game, and take this match, this round of 16, day 3, the first game, 2-0 in the favor of Yin, moving up to the upper bracket quarterfinals. But for all you Celestial fans, don't you panic. Your team has an opportunity to come back as we will feature them in the lower bracket tournaments at games that will be taking place on Wednesday and Thursday. But Tamara, Shantae, Irie, thoughts on the game? How was this match for you? Or did it go as you expected it to go?
Yeah, I'll let Shantae take this one. So I'm just reporting the scores.
Okay, so yeah, it went as I thought, but Celestials did put up a better fight than the previous game. They got the first start first, so the first tier 1 turret. But I feel like Franco's build wasn't made for this lineup. He started off with a fleeting time, and I think that took out the reason why he was put in as a roamer and picked as a roamer. He couldn't do his job properly. He wasn't tanky enough as well. So they didn't have a real frontliner from the beginning. But hats off to Yin, especially with the Akai XP. It's something I haven't seen yet. So yeah.
Yeah, so we've got someone new in the chat who is actually new to the game. Trippy Sensei asking us what this game is called that he's getting to spectate and watch with us. It's called Mobile Legends, Trippy Sensei. So you download it, come and join the communities, come and join in the action. It is a very high-paced, very fun game, but having just seen this very, very good performance from Yin, again, congratulations to them. We now move on to an exciting game. It is going to be Yalla Skip 1 HP up against Samara squad, Equilibrium.
It's Marley.
Yeah.
I just heard the sound and I was just like, did you leave me alone?
No, it was not me. But like, I'll probably have to leave for this match because conflict of interest. Yeah. So I'll probably just be in like the YouTube.
Oh no, it's fine. We don't mind here. It's like there is such a huge delay on the stream that like even the messages and stuff that we see, I think it's just slightly over 30 seconds. So I don't think anybody was gonna have any issues with okay, somebody's calling out what's happening and blah 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 blah. There's a huge time delay between one and the other. But it looks like I disconnected. He's getting himself into the lobby. But we do have some time before we get those the teams ready because the game was scheduled for 8:30. So I am not sure if the captains and stuff are ready. But obviously we do have our organizers here with us, with Samara and Shantae, as they'll probably be getting everything ready. So in the meantime, just so that the viewers have something to listen to, let me just get that introduction video up for us. We can let it play in the background, and then we will very, very soon be kicking into the next game, which is 1 HP Yalla Skip up against Equilibrium.
every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness. And you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me. And now it's time to teach others how to win with me. CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star. Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic. Doing mental gymnastics, I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug, the money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is hard, and so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it. Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness. And you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me. And now it's time to teach others how to win with me. CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star. Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic. Doing mental gymnastics, I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug, the money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is hard, and so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it. Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me. And now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic. Doing mental gymnastics, I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug, the money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder, so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me. And now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic. Doing mental gymnastics, I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug, the money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder, so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me. And now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic. Doing mental gymnastics, I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug, the money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder, so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome
and
back,
welcome.
everybody, for this thriller. Oh, you want to give
No, you go
give the
ahead.
intro?
You
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright, cool, man. Thanks. Welcome back, everybody. We have a thriller for you tonight, as we have Yalla. I'm gonna call him Yalla HP. I don't know the first word. Versus Equilibrium, the self-proclaimed best team in our server. Hopefully, they'll show up to that title. It is a blockbuster of a match, ladies and gentlemen. It is a blockbuster of a match, and I hope you guys will be here for everything that is about to happen. I am Avery, and I'll be in charge of handling the draft phase. It seems as though my lag is reminiscent of our government. It's very lacking, but nevertheless, hopefully it can go smooth, and I can give to you guys a proper and clean service. In the meantime, for you guys that don't, just run through some of the players we have here. On the side of 1 HP, we have Doofenshmirtz, most known for his participation in IESF, and Mavs, Kuba, Vincent, Abbott, as well as Virus. So very, very good players on the side of 1 HP. On the side of Equilibrium, we have Shady. I think, if you're not mistaken, yesterday was voted who is the best smartphone in our server. Hopefully, we'll see why he's referred as such. As well as, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to pronounce this one. Swagalicious? Okay. I do not know this. If you guys know, make sure you comment in the comment section if he's good or not. To round up their composition, it's Juju, Yami, and Velotizi.
Yeah. So they've got quite a strong lineup. Actually, on both sides, we've got Doofenshmirtz, Kubo, Mert, Gambit, and Virus for the side of 1 HP. This is gonna be an interesting match, as we see a lot of self-promotion happening in the chat. That, my friends who are doing self-promotion, is not cringe at all. However, into the drafting phase we go. It's gonna be 1 HP getting rid of the Cho with the Equilibrium, banning out the Khalid, Gatto as well, being removed from the equation by 1 HP. So a lot of the meta picks right at the start. I mean, that's generally how the banning phase goes, where they remove a lot of the meta picks right off the bat, so you can just see what you're gonna do. As we see Equilibrium removing yet another meta pick in the Hilda.
I'm kind of surprised at how the draft is going at the moment. It seems as though a lot of the bans are going to or mostly shaped around that EXP or counter towards that EXP. I think both these two teams are trying to draft off to a more aggressive early game composition. So that's why the Hilda as well as the Gatot banned out. So we might even see a Yuzong, we might even see a Blue. So that will be two picks to look out for. But they do ban out this new mage, relatively new mage. I still kind of forget her name from time to time. You guys know her very well, Lighten Flare, or whatever her name or alt is called. So I think it is a very good ban. I think right now the most probable ban would be something like a Bruno, or maybe a Sicilian. They just have to give out one, and it seems as though they decide to ban out this Bruno, which does leave the Sicilian open. A Sicilian Camilla composition. We have seen it work in multiple competitions before, such as the MSA. So yeah, here's the Sicilian being picked up. I think maybe to kind of go up against it, you might want to check the Suyu or maybe even the Joy, just to kind of limit what the response is going to be. But it'll be interesting to see what they pick. I think right now you're just going to have to or rather Equilibrium just has to focus that EXP and maybe even give off a mage or something similar to that. They are circling around this Hylos. It'll be interesting to see if it goes to the EXP or if it is going to be utilized in that roam. Right now, we are going to see the Eve being picked up. Some people might consider it's like a pseudo nullification type of pick when it comes to the mid lane, especially if you're going up against a team that has the Sicilian. Eve does have the range. She is very good in team fights, so that is something that can be extremely helpful. It seems as though 1 HP are going to reply with that Alpha. And Alpha, I don't know, with the bug that Alpha had, especially seeing it in the M6 tournament, when if you get stunned, I am kind of like wary of going Alpha these days. But as we know, these picks can kind of be a hit and miss. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But right now, it seems as though the 1 HP wants to prioritize that. Oh no, actually, they went with the Granger. Taking out the Granger, I'm kind of curious of how Equilibrium are going to respond. Do you take somebody like a Moskov? Do you even take maybe an Irithel just to kind of like kite around? So it'll be kind of interesting to see what Equilibrium goes for. But right now, this is the picks for 1 HP. They are still lacking in terms of that front laner, and the options are increasingly limited. I'm still trying to figure out who they might go for. Maybe an Alot or something of that nature, just to make sets or just to keep the Sicilian kind of safe. Maybe even the Carmilla, as I've mentioned before. But it seems as though Voltizi is going to reply with that Matilda pick. Matilda, very good hero, especially going or rather partnering with these non-dash or non-mobility type of heroes like the Eve as well as the Hylos, maybe just to get them out of trouble or even re-engage if needs be. So I think for now, this first phase, I am kind of leading towards the side of 1 HP because they have a lot more utility and they know where their power spikes are going to be. And I'm just kind of interested in seeing how Equilibrium are going to reply to that Sicilian pick. As we know, it's one of, if not the most meta mage right now. So it is very, very good. But right now, after the second phase, we are going to see that Suyu as well as the Hayabusa being banned out to the side of 1 HP. I think they're kind of wary of Yami. They know how good this player is, especially on these types of assassins, which I may be mistaken, but I think maybe giving Yami a Suyu Joy option would have been better rather than leaving somebody like a Ling open. But maybe that's just my opinion. The Moskov does come out to the side of Equilibrium. As I've mentioned before, it's a very good pick. It does give you that cross map type of play. It can be limited at times, but we have seen it used to great effect. And if somebody's going to use it to that effect, I think Shady is atop the Terizla. That was one of the picks I was kind of thinking about. The Terizla, it's a very good front lane. It kind of kites, it kind of helps the team in terms of like being able to sustain that front and back type of composition that 1 HP seems to be going for, as well as the Tig, a very good hero for, with the CC that he has and the unexpectedness, a flicker alt combination can just absolutely destroy the enemy team within a second. So I do like the Tig Terizla pick here. And it seems as though Equilibrium, they're still deciding on the jungler they want to go for. I do think that lane is still available, but you kind of missing out in terms of the front laner. But they decide to go with the Fred. So here's the composition for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed me talking about it and yapping as much as I have, as I would leave it over to Waylander and Samara and the rest of the crew to commentate over the game.
Alright, so thank you for that, Irie. As we get into the actual match itself, I'm not so sure about the Fredrin pick, especially with an Alpha being up and the amount of CC, with the final 2 picks coming through for 1 HP, with Gambit picking up the Terizla and Doofenshmirtz here locking onto the Tigreal. So they do have the massive amount of team fight potential on the side of 1 HP, but the Moskov pick quite an interesting one here. Shady does have the Purify. There's a lot of Purifies. It's like 3 Purifies, Revitalize, and Retri for the side of Equilibrium. As we get into this match, both the jungles starting off at opposite sides of the map. It looks like Alpha here is going to be taking his red, while Fredrin taking the red as well. We do expect to see a much faster wave clear, but wait a minute. Do we need to get the pause in here? I think we do. I see Sicilian is still in the base, in the mid lane. Let's just find out as we get Shantae just to check for us what exactly is happening. So we're just going to wait to hear from the organizers, who are going to be telling us whether everybody is okay and we can get started once more.
Yeah, this is definitely this round 1 HP. Yalla, skip that I had a Christopherson moment on versus Equilibrium, bro. This is definitely going to be a cracker of a match. This match is just going to slap differently. As I do see, there's a lot of conversation regarding them being the top 2 teams in South Africa at this point of stage.
Yeah. Well, it's them. There's a good few teams that can be brought into contention. As Irie was teasing Equilibrium and saying self-proclaimed #1 team in South Africa. Just teasing them, but they are quite a strong team. But we'll get to see at the end of the MSA who will be the #1 team in South Africa. We do have, as you said, 1 HP, a very strong side, St. Dynasty, Finacity, the teams who went through so far. Yin as well, showing that there are no slouches. Really good side in contention for going all the way through to take the title. As well as, well, we haven't, we did get to stream the game Dark Harvest up against St. Dynasty. So Dark Harvest was no slouches in that game. Can't forget Purveyors of Pain as well, though their captain has informed all of us in the squad, in the staff groups, that it's going to be a bit of a mix and match team from him tonight. Because they have been facing the problems that faces all squads at some point in time, with players being moved across from one squad to the next, and the usual issues there. So we'll be keeping an eye on them. I'll look at what strategies they have in play and see how they're going to be doing.
Yeah, 100%. I see you are being joined by quite a few number of members in our streaming channel.
Yeah. So we've got just as we see Alpha with a bit of a faster clear, but it looks like he wants to go for the rotation towards here in the, like, leaving his small camp and just trying to clear his wave to try to get towards maybe a possible just stealing farm away. So as you can see, he's going to take the small camp here. He's probably going to make his way up to try to take some farm away from the Fredrin, because we know Fredrin is not the quickest in the jungle, as we see. Alpha making this rotation here. Doesn't have that level 4 Spear of Alpha, just making sure that he does manage to secure this small camp is Virus. A bit of poke damage from Juju as he's zoning the team away. Doofenshmirtz doing a nice job giving vision for his side. So 1 HP with the draft they have. I actually am in favoring their draft quite a bit. We do see Hylos with the lane cut. So Hylos is trying to get to that level 4 quickly, as Yami did come across and managed to retrieve some of the farm. It's Spear of Alpha that does come out onto Juju, but there's the follow-up. It's going to be Tigreal with the skills away here. Terizla comes in. It's a lot of skills committed, but nobody being taken down quite yet. So Hylos just poking onto the Terizla as both XP laners will probably be trying to... Oh, there's the engagement here in the mid lane. The Tigreal tries to second skill away, but it's going to be the first blood going to Juju there on the eve, as Alpha does try to engage onto the Fredrin here. He is sustaining through quite a bit. Spear of Alpha does come out as he has to retreat to safety. So first blood going to the side of Equilibrium, so establishing a little bit of control. They should be able to take this first objective more or less uncontested, as Alpha goes back to farming and 1 HP. Say, yeah, okay, it's fine. Take this first objective. That was a nice play there in the mid lane. So Tigreal, this is the thing when we're dealing with tank roams. At this moment in time, they've got to get to level 4 before, especially at Tigreal, before we will get to see that power spike come through, as we just followed Doofenshmirtz here on the screen, giving his jungler all the space in the world just to try and take as many small camps as possible, using that faster wave clear to just invade and take as much farm away from the Fredrin as they possibly can. So Matilda is just going to have to second skill and dance away, as we see even further farm being removed by Virus here, as he does take 2 of the small camps from the Fredrin. Though Fredrin does have that the level advantage at this moment in time because of the turtle.
Yeah, 100%. We see Equilibrium just before the 4-minute mark. Well, not having such a large of gold lead, just 400 at this point of stage. Who's Shady almost getting tricked off by the Granger.
So there's the implosion of the Fred underneath the turret. Sicilian with the Bat's Feast coming out here, dishing so much damage. It's just forcing the side of Equilibrium away. So lots of skills being used up, but it's still a bit of time for the next major objective. Nice rotations from both teams. Equilibrium was setting up to try and get a gold lane gank, as they like to get Shady fed on the MM roll. Doofenshmirtz just sticking around here, keeping mid safe on the Granger, just preventing Equilibrium from... coming in to take off, to pick off his marksman, as we see once more Virus on this now. He's actually got a bit of a gold XP lead. We just get the gold up here. This game a lot more strategic, a lot more patient. The Matilda is starting this neutral objective in the turtle, pulling it to the side of Equilibrium. As we see 2 in the bot lane here, engaging. Spear of Alpha comes out onto the Hylos, but he's really tanky. Glorious pathway to safety underneath the turret. So Doofenshmirtz on the Tigreal still has the flicker implosion, but is being poked down quite a bit here. It's going to be Shady, gets the ultimate off. He's into the backline, does manage to land onto the Sicilian, but there's the follow-up here. Is anybody going to be taken down? The Retry does come out. It's going to be, oh my word, Alpha is just getting zoned away there. Matilda coming into play, triple kill, 4 people down for the side of 1 HP, as the backline dive from Moskov there, Shady on the Moskov coming in clutch for his team, zoning the Sicilian out of the team fight and allowing his frontliners to soak up the damage. So we see the mid lane turret being taken down, but Myth using the opportunity here to try and take down the top lane turret. So that but the mid lane turret is one that you don't really want to have be taken down quite early. But oh, look, there's the engagement once more onto the Tiger. He doesn't have the implosion. He's just gonna get blown up, as Equilibrium storm through to try and take this top lane turret. So there's the engagement once more into the Alpha. He has to commit the Spear of Alpha to get away. Sicilian Kubo just getting a bit of poke damage onto the team, to Equilibrium, building the stacks up. Oh, nice. Sanguine Claws coming out from him. Will they be able to get Juju? He's just 1 HP. There's Terizla into the backline with the penalty zone. Flicker ultimate lands on the head of Juju as he is taken out. So getting the first kill on the board for the side of 1 HP. But at this moment in time, Equilibrium do have about a 1.2k, 1.3k gold lead and the map control on their side. The scaling, however, is in the favor of 1 HP. As we see the engagement here onto the Hylos is going to be the glorious pathway coming out. Circling Eagle committed onto the Terizla, but he's a tanky boy. He's managing to survive through all of this. There's the Fred, ceasing everybody, dragging them back in once more. There's going to be the follow-up from the team. It's the penalty zone. Virus manages to escape there, but is the damage going to come through? Sicilian pops that Bat's Feast. It's going to be yummy. He's just 1 HP escapes, but no, he is taken down by the Sicilian as he picks up a double kill. However, in the top lane, it was a solo kill. Moskov onto the Granger there. Shady picking up a kill and a turret as we see the Eve just trying to be a bit annoying around this neutral objective, but it does go to the side of 1 HP with this team fight.
Yeah, who's Shady on the Moskov? Definitely doing a lot of hard work. I mean, just getting that tier 2 turret down as well at the same time, forcing the objectives.
Ooh, penalty zone does land onto 2. Shady does manage to reposition, but it's the Hylos who gets taken down here. It's going to be Doof on the Tigreal. Did get the implosion. 1 HP's got to escape here, but it's going to be Myth who zones the team away. So it is slowly but surely 1 HP picking up the kills. As we do know, they have a little bit more of a late game composition with the Granger and the Sicilian. So they have that late game scaling. Whereas on the side of Equilibrium, it's just the Moskov that provides that late game scaling. Though Fred, he does need a few items these days to come fully online. So we'll watch this very carefully. It's actually the Matilda pick that I think is going to be very, very, very clutch as we see the engagement here onto Myth. One more time, he's going to be taken down. Circling Eagle comes out. Everybody engaging onto the Granger here, realizing that he's the MM. He's going to be the danger towards the late game. Let's try and shut him down right now. So it is another 40 seconds to the next major objective, which will be the Lord. Equilibrium in a very, very strong position here, though the team fight potential from the side of 1 HP cannot be underestimated. So the game still, in my opinion, finely balanced.
Yeah, 100%. With I would have thought with Equilibrium having so much of objectives that the gold lead would have been a bit more greater than it is at this point of stage, but seems like my maths ain't mathing tonight.
Yeah, you see, it comes down, they have taken quite a lot of the neutral objectives and they do have the kills on their side. But in terms of the game overall, you see it's the penalty zone, the implosion from the Tigreal and the Terizla here that are going to prove to be quite pesky. So it's Matilda, and you can see Velocity there playing quite safe and in a very, very decent position here, just to keep his teammates safe, because he does not want them to land that full combination, especially around this objective. We do see Moskov pushing that lane hard. Is the Moskov, and he can't get back into the team fight, so it's the Bat Beast comes out from the Sicilian as the Lord does get reset, and Moskov taking down a tier 3 turret, but oh, there's the Tiger, he's into the backline, he's getting poked away. Is there a follow-up engagement? It's Shady who does engage. Spear of Alpha comes out, shut down for the Alpha there onto the Moskov, as we do see the penalty zone landing. It's going to be Matilda coming in clutch for the team, just keeping the high loss safe. Oh, what a play from Yami there on the Frederick, just blowing up the front and back line altogether. As we do see Equilibrium with the opportunity now to take this next objective without too much of trouble. So nice play from them there, especially from Shady. I know he was taken down, but he used the opportunity of having his team cause the distraction around the Lord and taking a tier 3 turret. That was beautiful play from him. But as we know, it's 1 HP. They do have the ability to defend. They've got quite a bit of wave clear. So what we're going to be seeing is a battle of macro plays. Because I would say that Equilibrium won't be in a rush, right? But they would be trying to end this game as early as possible. There's the implosion onto the Frederick Spear of Alpha does come out, but it's going to be the Matilda once again saving the team. As we see Shady doing so much damage onto Gambit there on the Terizla. The Lord is into the base. So that, as we were saying, that Matilda play, that Matilda coming in absolutely clutch for the team. Just keeping them alive and away from all those major skills. You're gonna have to lock down that Matilda in order to actually use their team fight potential to the maximum. So Sanguine Claws comes out from the Sicilian. He's really starting to hurt. Poking Shady there, forcing him away. It is the tier 2 turrets that have been taken down. It was not the enhanced Lord. So Equilibrium continuing this map control. But as I was saying, they would like to try and end this game early rather than late. I mean, that's obvious. Anybody would want to end the game early rather than late. But here there is the added on effect of having the early versus late game draft. So they do need to try and get this through. It is only the Moscow that is going to prove to be very problematic towards the late game for the side of 1 HP. Oh, there's once more the Moscow pushing the lane quite hard here. I wonder if Equilibrium, 1 HP realized that the Moscow is pushing quite heavily. If there's that does create the potential to make a particular wraparound play when the marksman overextends like that. So you can see pushing a lane, recalls will push the lane on the opposite side of the map. But this time around, Doofenschmerz, I think maybe he was sensing that he could try to get in here. But so far, without that assassin for the side of 1 HP, I don't really want to try to get into a wraparound position. But that would be what I would be thinking at this moment with somebody split pushing so hard. So it's getting towards the 20-second mark, and this is going to be the enhanced Lord. We see the Granger there just staying and keeping the lane safe, as Shady is probably just waiting patiently, wants his team to try and create a bit of distraction. Oh, but there's the play. It's going to be onto Chuchu. This time round, blown up so quickly. It's the Spear of Alpha that comes out with the implosion. So no mage available for this team fight. Will 1 HP decide to push this through? Granger is staying there on the defense. It's a 4v3 situation, but there is no real damage here for the side of Equilibrium. So we see the zone out, but there is no implosion. The penalty zone still up for the Terizla, as we see Granger just keeping his base safe. The Alpha melting this down. Moscow does get the ultimate off, but does not land onto anyone. The Glorious Pathway comes out there. Frederick wants to show those fast fingers to try to land this, but it's the Celian picking up the kill. Spear of Alpha, picking up the Lord. Spear of Alpha does come out here. It's going to be anybody taken down. It's only going to be actually it's two. It's both Virus and Doofenschmerz that's being taken down. It's Gambit in a 1v4 situation, trying to survive everything here. But oh my word, he does end up dodging, using the flicker, but he's taken down after a very extended fight here. And so, even though the Lord going to the side of 1 HP, they did not keep enough members alive for this to be something that they could use to establish a bit of control. Only 2 members left alive. So as we see Shady on the top lane just melting down that Lord, we'll get the items up for everybody. We're getting close to the point where I think the Moscow is almost full built, as we can see, as well as the mage. A lot of the gold is there for them. Sky Piercer being picked up by the Alpha, interestingly enough. But we'll see, probably just use it for the early game power spike, and we'll probably sell that a little later on to go for a half tanky build just to get a bit of sustain going in there. Once again, Equilibrium forcing their way down the mid lane here, but they gotta be a little bit careful. All the spells are up online once more. The Terizla and the Tigreal with their implosion penalty zone plays. Gambit just scouting out, giving his team a bit of position. So even with the Lord, everything is pretty much exactly as it was before the Lord was being was taken. So Tigreal with the conceal play, is he going to be able to land onto anybody? He manages to pull the Matilda, but she has to second skill herself to safety. As we see 1 HP wants to try to get this mid lane being pushed in here. Moskov tries to get into the back lane, doing so much damage, but there's the implosion play. Moskov does manage to reposition himself. It's high loss into the front line there with the gold pathway. Doofenschwartz all by himself there is going to get taken down by the Moskov. So only the Tigreal being taken down. He should have enough time to respawn, but he will not have that flicker available for this next major objective. So it's back to the defense once more for 1 HP. Spear of Alpha comes out, but will they be able to lock him down? Yes, they do. With a follow-up here. However, it's going to be that Matilda once again dragging the team to safety, as we see a lot of damage being taken here by the Moskov, but he second skills himself out of harm's way, and this taking down the jungler with 10 seconds left to the next major objective. Quite a big bonus for the side of Equilibrium. So 1 HP, they're just gonna have to try to get the defense out once more, build the stacks up on that Sicilian. Where the major damage is going to come from. Let's just check very quickly. It should be an uncontested Lord, but we'll check really quickly on Sicilian. Just almost a complete build at this moment in time. Should be quite a lot of stacks as well. So this game, quite an intense matchup so far, but it's Equilibrium in a very dominant position right now. They're at that point where they have the opportunity to end this with this Lord. It wasn't quite the 18-minute Lord. They did start it before the 18-minute mark. So it's not that enhanced Lord. I'm not sure if they were aware of the timer there to take this down, but let's see, do they have that team fight potential to try to get this through? I know 1 HP are gonna try their best to keep these lanes unevenly pushed, but Equilibrium so far, as we've seen throughout the course of this map, extremely good with their macro plays, trying to get everything set, as we do see the Lord pushing his way towards the base here. Tigreal just trying to pull the Lord to one side, getting poked up. It's the Fred with a CC. Tigreal has to disengage. Bat's Feast comes out from the Sicilian. There's the Terizla. He's got a position to land the penalty zone. He goes in there. Matilda once again saving the team. It's going to be the implosion into the backline, but is there going to be any follow-up? Not quite. It's going to be 1, 2, taken down there for the side of 1 HP. Equilibrium picking up 2 kills. Now they're going to need to try to get the Nexus lock on here, but the wave clear coming out from the Sicilian at this moment in time is just quite a bit to deal with. So the defense coming through once more. They did lose 2 members. It is 30 seconds. There is going to be no frontliner, or at least well, one of the frontliners gone. It was the Alpha and the Tigreal that were taken down in this particular exchange. So everything comes down to the Sicilians wave clear at this moment in time to try to keep the bases safe. As you do see see the mid lane wave being pushed through. It's the glorious pathway once more. There's the engagement by the Moskov. They do want to try and get this turret locked down here. Shady managing to get into position to take down yet another tier 3 turret. Oh, but there's the implosion play coming on once more. There's the purifies and the dance away there by the Fredrin, being second skilled away by the Matilda, keeping members of Equilibrium safe. So that Matilda pick, as we see, coming in extremely clutch in the course of team fights. Also the amount of purifies that are available for the side of Equilibrium. It is one of the issues with set play compositions when you have them in the draft. It's one spell that can that just changes it all. I mean, that those purifies and having the Matilda as well as the Revitalize being picked up by Swag here, is something that's definitely proving useful for the team. As once again, you see there's the engagement onto the Hylos there on Swag, and it's the Matilda just saving him. Once more, just pulls him out of harm's way. And as we see, there's Shady camping out in the bot lane. Do 1 HP realize that there's going to be a potential for a backdoor? Shady being very, very patient, just allowing his team space and saying to them, all right, guys, you go for it. You just start the Lord, you keep them distracted, but now deciding against going for the back door, going here to help his team out. It is a 5v4 situation as the Granger did go to actually clear the base. Glorious Pathway comes out, the zoning is there, as Alpha wants to try to get towards this Lord. He does want to try to get in there with the Retri. Will he be able to land it? He's so close. Oh, but Fred does land the Retri's implosion to the backline. There's the follow-up. There's so much damage coming out for Equilibrium. The penalty zone into the backline. It's going to be Fred. He's tanking through so much here. Alpha manages to get away. It's the shield being provided there by the Matilda, keeping him alive. Granger is just trying to get some more to poke damage, but it's just nothing doing. It is a 3-for-0 exchange going in the favor of Equilibrium. The Lord is here. The waves are being pushed in. Do Alpha and Granger have enough in the tank to get the defense done without the Sicilian there? I don't think so. But let's get to see. Yeah, anything can happen in this game here as we see the engagement onto the two of them. Alpha trying his best to try to get the defense out. Shady on the Moskov there with the Nexus lock. He's got it so close, and it finally, the game is done. Quite a long match, very entertaining game, but the first match in this best of 3 going to the side of Equilibrium.
Yeah, GG's well played to both teams. But this is a best of 3. Will 1HP be able to bring it back? Will we see the respect bands? Will we go into a sudden death? Or will Equilibrium take this in a clean sweep dominant fashion?
Yeah, so I hand you back over to Scarp Skenkel as he leads us through the ban phase for the second game.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you, bro. Your commentating was on point there. Nonetheless, let's see. Hopefully there will be some respect bands coming in through here, but I need to give credit to Equilibrium with that Hylos and Matilda combination with the Fredrin. That is definitely a deadly combo.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so Page of Dreams saying 1HP put up a good fight. Yeah, they did. But if we look at the scores, it was 6-22. So, yeah, the defense was quite alright. But, yeah, not too bad. I'm very excited to see how the second match goes into as we head into the drafting phase right now. Both teams ready, and let's get ready to rumble. Yes, guys, please keep the chat PG rated, and yeah, because we never know, someone's a little one might be a fan and come and watch the channel, those type of things. Be respectful, please. We do not tolerate any toxic behaviors in the chat, nor any inappropriate chats.
Yeah, I just did some moderation there.
Lol, you added the timeout on the plus 300 seconds. So this 300 seconds went to 600 seconds. So it got quadrupled. Oh, man. It got duplicated, not quadrupled.
Jasmine would like to join for the next commentary session, if that's okay with you guys. Apparently she's kicked, or she was muted.
All right, let me just quickly sort that out. Yeah, I'll quickly sort that out okay, well, let me quickly sort that out. Shantae, would you mind just quickly handling the drafting phase while I sort out Yasmin?
Okay, will do. Shady coming in and just using the timer again to choose the correct ban. And then Khalid is coming out as the first ban. He's known as being the utility person. So hero. It's kind of one of the strongest utility heroes I've faced in a while. I'll place him higher than Hylos.
I'm back
And then,
just for 2 seconds.
hey. So we're just in ban phase, eh? So Chow has been banned from Doofenshmirtz. And then back to the Hilda ban from Swag. And Kubo banning out the Sicilian.
Curious if Doofenshmirtz plays the child, because
You are lagging again, like majorly.
I don't think he
And the Eve ban
does.
is coming up from the side of
Butterflies born
Equilibrium.
Does
guided by lands
he?
of light.
The auto ban from Myth as a Zushin as well.
Like, begin.
If you can, then your mic is lagging. Swag picking up the gutter and Doofenshmirtz answering it with a Hylos pick. Let me just correct that quickly. Just waiting on Kubos and his pick.
The immortal one chose me to vanquish the
And his auto swaps out Suyu for Virus. Such a good hero at the moment. It's either pick or ban at this point, especially in ranks. You're hovering over the Aurora. I wonder what type of comp they're going for. Are they trying to do what HP tried? With the CC comp galore and the stuns? But well, TZ picks up the Matilda once again, and Yami picks up the Alpha. If you don't ban the other gets picked up. So Alpha and Suyu goes hand in hand. And the Faramis pick concludes the first phase of picking. I don't really know about this whole Faramis pick at this point. But I trust that Kuba knows what he's doing. It is his main, so like the song says, trust and believe me. And Juju is the ban from Gambit came in as Valentina. I think it's a bit of a respect ban to Juju. And just to cancel out any opportunity that he can get Pheromone's assault as well.
I am not the only one bound by
The
these
Purveyors ban coming from Juju. Oh, Purveyors is so broken right now. Like, his alt spam is such a huge thing at this point. And the final ban coming from 1 HP going as Aurora. Ensuring that they do not get stunned as a group, which is such a good pick. It's such a good ban. We're just waiting on the final ban. utilizing the full 50 seconds.
Let's hear from the crowd. Make some noise for yours truly.
And the final ban coming in as CC. I mean, it's a good ban. And the auto-lock coming in from Myth as Bruno. Such a strong hero at this point in the stage. Let's wait and see. Shader locking the Layla to answer Myth's Bruno. Such a good thing. Like Samara said earlier, Kalra has set the example. We've been looking for the answer for Bruno in M6, and Layla has answered that very much and very, very well.
Yeah, 100%. Who's Juju hovering around that Lilia and picking up the Lilia. So that, yeah, Jazz can come and join the Discord again as we wait for Gambit from 1 HP. Yalla skip to pick up, he's here.
It's just going to be the XP lane that needs to be picked up for the side of 1 HP. So far, both teams have quite a strong draft. Again, that Matilda is, in my opinion, one of the heroes that is definitely being... I've been talking about Matilda for, like, I can't even tell you how long. Ever since I got to see Cloud9 live doing it there when Rika and I went across to North America. Rika with his North American contacts, allowing us to cast a finals there where it was Cloud9 who picked up the Matilda Alpha combo, and we can see that here from Equilibrium. But in that particular game, it wasn't just that they used the two heroes in combination with one another. I was quite surprised in that match to see the jungle for Cloud9 who actually picked up Oracle as the third item on the Alpha. It just gave that extra shield as he was going in and causing so much of chaos in the team fights. I wonder if we will see something similar from the Alpha for Equilibrium.
5 seconds till the enemy
As
reaches
into
the
the match we
battlefield.
go, it looks like this time round both jungles are starting on the same side. It's going to be the red buff for Virus here and the blue buff for Alpha.
I'm very interested to see what the chip is going to bring in favor for 1 HP in the second match.
Yeah, as we see though, yeah, that chip is... I mean, I do love a chip, having a chip in a team. This time round, we don't see that split push potential from the side of Equilibrium. Not picking up the Moscow or the leg, so they don't have that wave clear to create those macro plays that they used so well to their advantage. But they do have quite a bit of early game power spike here, and the late game as well with the Layla. But as you can see, Shady already reaching that level 2 mark, as Doofenshmirtz on the chip just zoning Equilibrium away, preventing potential ganks. Both marksmen playing it very, very safe. Shady just getting a bit of poke here onto the Bruno, as we do know that Layla does counter the Bruno. The Pharamus, the Netherrealm though, is going to... Oh, there's the Spear of Alpha coming out onto Chip there. Onto Kubo there. Has to use the flicker to get away. Virus on the Suyu. Doing a nice job of just zoning them away so that Kubo can heal up once more. He wants to try to get as quickly to level 4 as possible within the next 20 seconds. As we see the engagement here by Gambit, the Hylos onto the Gatto. The XP lane should be more or less an even matchup between Gambit and Swangalicious. As we see both teams getting into position nice and early to try and take this objective. Though with Alpha starting his blue buff earlier, but there's the engagement here onto the chip by the Layla. It's going to be the Gatto as well joining in. Bruno comes into the mix here. It's going to be the Avatar of Guardian off the mark, the flicker from Doofenshmirtz there, doing a nice job as Alpha already level 5, starting this turtle up as he wants to try and get taken down before Gambit comes in there. It looks like it's gonna go uncontested to the side of Equilibrium, as we see the chip once more engaging. Doesn't have the ultimate. It's a revitalize coming through from the Gato, keeping the Layla safe, but it's going to be first blood onto the chip. Yeah, he's being hunted down. It's a circling eagle coming out from the Matilda. They do manage to take him down. First blood going to the Layla, as we see the continuing of the engagement here underneath the turret, but everybody is quite low. They're going to have to back off as Kubo does push this mid lane, and as we see Gambit saying, all right, let's get some of the gold exchange that was from the first blood back. So the gold lead just about 400 gold in the favor of Equilibrium at this moment in time, but they did pick up that first blood. So Chip once more, this time he does have the ultimate engaging onto the Lilia. Lilia does have the black shoes available, so doesn't pop the ultimate quite yet. Chip just using that movement speed of his to rotate. Shady doing a very clever job using his canyons to try and get some of the farm, sensing that he is in a bit of danger here. As Matilda comes through to try and protect the MM here in the bot lane. His Chip does engage here onto the Matilda, but she's just going to dance away as Layla comes through just to get a bit of poke damage. The waves more or less even here. Nice job from both MMs with the wave management. This is like a wave management 101. As we see Chip once more checking out what's happening. Juju there with the poke damage onto the Chip with that Lilia. They've got to be a little bit careful here because Chip does have that ultimate available once more. Gato pushing in this mid lane as both teams are dancing around the mid lane here. As we see, there's the it looks like they're going to be going for the wraparound on mid here. He's going to have to retreat to the safety of the turret. Layla does try to get a bit of poke onto him. Lilia wants to go in under the turret, does have the black shoes. It's the circling eagle that comes out onto the Bruno. He does manage to escape, and the Nether Realm comes through as well. Then the Chip does fall, taken down by the Layla, but there's the Suyo. He manages to pick up a kill in response. The Hylos just zoning everybody away. So it is a 1-for-1 exchange. It was a Chip for Yami there on the Alpha who was taken down. So the engagement there, I would say, going slightly in the favor of 1 HP as they do manage to take down the jungler, which gives them the opportunity to take this turtle more or less uncontested, as we do see Gato trying to jump in here, gets the lock on, but Virus there with the retribution gets the kill. The drag did pop that revitalize. So once again, using the river speed, our Equilibrium to try to get a gank here onto the MM, as Doofenshmirtz is just waiting patiently in the bushes just to zone away to protect that Bruno, because they are waiting for the Bruno power spike to come online, and then they can go ahead and use that to their advantage.
Yeah, so we have been joined by Jazz. She would like to commentate, but I know there's a lot of action going in here as Doofenshmirtz engages onto the Matilda.
Oh, the Nether Realm comes out by the Pharaohs there. Spear of Alpha is in. It's Shady doing so much damage. They managed to take down the Suyo. And it's going to be Chip that's taking a killing spree for the Layla. This is not what you really want to see if you're up against the Layla Avatar of Guardian to the backline. But it does not land onto anybody. However, Equilibrium storming through and taking a 3-for-0 kills here, as it is going to be Kubo left to defend all in on. So Jazz, nice to have you with us in the chat. Are we in the stream? Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me. It feels good to be back, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that for those of you who are here at the start of Waylander Gaming, which was about all of 4 months ago, we did have Jasmine feature with us in a couple of streams, especially for her team.
What can I say? I'm biased.
They did do quite an excellent job in yesterday's match. Did Finacity taking the games 2-0 and moving through to the upper brackets.
I mean, like, I can already see that this game is full of action. It's like both these teams know each other so well.
Yeah, as we see, as you called it out, there's a big team fight happening. Everybody's in here. Chip with the ultimate. It's going to be the Layla Drake who takes down the turret, but there's the Suyu. He manages to pick up a kill. It is going to go to be Velocity who is taken down throughout that entire massive action. But the Layla with a solo kill there on the top lane. As we see Spear of Alpha coming out once more. The turtle did go to the side of Equilibrium as they have now built up quite a healthy gold lead at this moment in time in the game. And as we check really quickly, the Layla having a very, very fun time at this moment. Berserker's Fury and Windtalk are being picked up.
Yeah, I mean, Layla having a 2k gold lead over Bruno is during the first 8 minutes of a game is already an issue for HP that they're going to struggle to solve as the game progresses along.
Yeah, they don't really have that backline potential, diving potential, as we can see that from the draft. Okay, so going in once more, it's good. It's that Netherrealm being committed very, very early from the side of from Kubo there. As we see so much damage being taken by the chip here, it's unstoppable for the Layla. Spear of Alpha off the mark, glorious pathway, just getting the team to thrown away for the side of 1 HP as this lane is being pushed in.
It's like Layla is just so fed now that like Shady can just roam around freely.
Yeah, the unfortunate issue that I think HP is suffering from at the moment is they have the sustainability, I would say, but they don't have the burst to actually win the team fights that they initiate with that Faramus ult, with the chip ult, whereas EQ has the burst to both counter the Faramus ult and wipe them out after that.
Yeah, as we see the engagement once more, but underneath the turret here, as it is Kubo taking quite a bit of damage, but that Netherrealm coming through, just keeping everybody safe as the Lord is about to spawn.
Who do you have your money on, Zeeps? Tell us.
I mean, looking at how the game is progressing, EQ have a very steady 7k gold lead at the moment. I don't see HP coming back from this, but the comeback potential of a very good chip ult combined with a fully built Bruno should never be underestimated. It will require some insane strategy for them to pull this off if they do manage to make a comeback.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So, into this latter phase we go. The Lord has been taken down by Equilibrium. As we see 1 HP on the defense. They just don't have the answers for the Layla quite yet. Layla's just Shady on the Layla, just doing quite a bit of damage. As we see, Virus did try to get that dive into the backline there. They do take Layla down quite low, but the shield being provided from that Matilda is helping the Layla stay alive. As we see the Revitalize in the backline here. There's going to be Faramus with the ultimate. It's going to be the Avatar of Guardian that comes out from the Gatto, but there's so much damage. It's going to be Chip in the backline there, but he's going to get taken down. So it's just Chip that falls as the mid lane turret is taken down. We do see that the minions were spread out across the two top lane tier 3 turrets, but they don't really have much of like too much of wave clear for the side of 1 HP, and look at the damage coming out from Layla, forcing Mitsu to recall as we see another tier 3 turret being taken down. So it's mid and top tier 3 turrets that have been taken down. The glorious pathway coming out from the Hylos here, just trying to protect that Nexus, but there's the engagement Chip once more, but Layla is just basically one-shotting everybody.
I mean, we've reached the point in the game where Chip and Hylo simply can't tank Layla's shots anymore. They don't have the sustain, they don't have the HP, they don't have the defense. Layla's 3 levels above both of them. So as I said, it's going to take some extreme strategizing for HP to come back from this. But let's see how the game unfolds.
Yeah, that's true. It all takes is, as you were saying earlier, Zeeps. It just takes one massive team fight. Just one good team fight to go in the direction of 1 HP and the game changes. But the way Equilibrium are managing their macro plays right now is very, very impressive.
That is very, very true. And maybe not even a team fight. If they can manage to get a pick off just on the Layla, they might be able to secure some map advantage there, especially with the chip roaming around, maybe hoping to catch her off guard.
That's true. As we see a lot of love for Zeeps in the chat. Scott seems to have a lot of fanboys here. Or girls, I'm not sure. So Chip in a nice position. I am liking this position here. If he engages and gets the ultimate off, I don't think Equilibrium know that he's there. He does try to get it in there. The engagement is here onto the Layla. Does pop the ultimate, but onto the Lilia, sorry. Does pop the ultimate, but the team does not follow up with that. That they just want to, I suppose, just want to get to the defense here, deciding against making that particular play.
But again, it's like they didn't even have time to follow up, because as soon as he popped the ultimate, he was like immediately taken down.
Agreed. He was in a 5v1 situation.
The portal itself was also destroyed within a matter of 1 second. And could we be seeing the final team fight here? We're going to see a high loss for, we see Bruno for just Faramus, we see Faramus fall down, and the chip is gone as well, and that concludes the game.
Yeah, so fun game to watch, well played to both teams, but congratulations to Equilibrium taking this 2-0 and moving on to the upper bracket quarterfinals, where we will see very soon who they will be up against, because we will be shortly moving on to the final game of the evening, which is going to be Dark Harvest Rika squad up against Purveyors of Pain. But the big question, I think the question on all the viewers' minds, is are we going to have Zeeps and Jasmine with us for that game?
What time is the game?
Well, we're going to try to get it up in the next 10 or 15 minutes. It was supposed to be scheduled for 10 p.m. But since the first two games, because we do allocate an hour and a half spacing.
Yeah.
So the two games finishing in within an hour, so we do have the liberty of having that the game played much earlier.
I see. I'll let you know. I'll hop back into stream probably a bit later.
Okay, no problem. Right, fun to have you with us, and so we're just gonna get the pause screen up once more, and we wait for the organizers to tell us what is going to happen next. But we do have one final game for the evening. It is going to be Dark Harvest up against Purveyors of Pain in the final match in the round of 16 in the MSA. And then from here, we're going to be moving on to the upper and lower bracket quarterfinal matches, and then we're going to see who's going to take us all the way through to the end of MSA.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic, doing mental gymnastics. I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder. So I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it. Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every
gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me, and now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic, doing mental gymnastics. I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is hard, and so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I'm running like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I'm running like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me, and now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic, doing mental gymnastics. I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is hard, and so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I'm running like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I'm running like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy? Am I happy? Did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see? That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me, and now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic, doing mental gymnastics. I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is hard, and so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy? Am I happy? Did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see? That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me, and now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic, doing mental gymnastics. I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is hard, and so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy? Am I happy? did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see? That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me, and now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic, doing mental gymnastics. I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder. So I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side, where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me, it's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see? That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride it lives in me, and now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic, doing mental gymnastics. I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder. So I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro, I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness, and you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side, where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me, it's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. As now we feature yet another round in the MSA Cup, Dark Harvest versus Purveyors of Pain in a best of three. We do know there is some build up to this match, but we've got Dark Harvest in the blue corner and Purveyors of Pain in the red corner. Which team will take this best of three? Will it be Dark Harvest or Purveyors of Pain? Get your votes in now. And yeah, let's get ready to go and cook.
Yeah, perfect. I'm very excited to be joining you guys. Very excited to see what both teams bring. We'll be starting in the next 30 seconds or so. So yeah, let's just get ready right into the action. Perfect. Scott, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can, bro. You are good to go. Supermab getting in the first ban for Dark Harvest. Did both teams do their homework on one another as Supermab bans out the Granger? Trapped with the response from Purveyors of Pain.
Yeah, what sort of bans are you looking for on the side of both teams? What sort of key target bans are you looking for?
Well, I'm currently looking for the meta bands. Well, current meta bands, especially like the Chip, the Lu Yi, and possibly the Bruno as well, you know.
I'm very interested in seeing how Dark Harvest do their bans, because there is a very good Leslie player on the side of Purveyors of Pain, but there's a lot of room for just the fluidity of the draft. I think at least in the South African sense, as much as you see meta, you also did get to see a lot of unique picks being picked up by players. So I'm very interested to see how both teams do those draft. I did get the chance to face Dark Harvest. I think it was like 3 days ago. They seem like to have a pretty solid lineup. Let's just see how they respond. I would not like to see. I remember facing the Layla, so I wonder if they're going to pick it up again in this instance.
Yeah, 100%. As well as I would like, well, the follow-up bands, the last two bands from each side. I'm wondering, would they be focusing certain set roles? Would it be like the jungle? Because we do know Blank is blank for Dark Harvest, and Blank is a very good jungler for Dark Harvest.
Definitely. Yeah, that's what I was going to think about. I saw that the CU was open and it wasn't really banned. So, so if it's a meta hero that works, why not just pick it up? But we do see that Purveyors of Pain have 2 picks on their side. They have the chance to pick whatever they want to pick here. They can go for Mage, they can go for another good jungler, but there's just so much room for the improvement. They've got enough time to pick. I'm very excited to see what they pick up, but they could go for something that counters the Suyu, because you've already seen it come out a bit early. But I think they'll just like to play their cards down to their chest. I'm assuming they're gonna pick their jungler up a bit last year in this instance.
Well, the CU at this point of stage, in the right hands, he is very much devastating. As we see, Ice Cold Savage 1 picks up the Aurora. True Draco Demise picks up the Yalla. The Yalla at this in this current new revamp, in the new meta, Yalla is very much deadly to face off with.
Definitely, and I think Hilda was actually banned out in all 3 games in the last matchup. So I think they definitely understand the strength of that hero, and having it in the right hands again, pretty good pick. But there's another meta pick, Khalid. Khalid with the Thunderbolt in the late game is very difficult hero to deal with. But Yassi on the mid lane has a chance to pick up a very good mage. But it looks like, they could go for the Lunox to try and counter the Hilda's tanky sort of composition, but it looks like they're circling down or deciding between the Lilia and the Lunox. They opt up to swap the Halos, which is a pretty good pick to have.
Yeah, well, just to add with that Lunox, the Lunox currently, she's like a semi-flex pick, because you never know if you're going to face her in the gold lane or have her in the mage lane, mid lane, depending
Definitely.
on what type of MM you face. The Lunox is actually a very good pick for gold lane.
Yeah, neither teams have picked up their marksmen here, but it is interesting to see that the Bruno hasn't been picked up by neither of the teams here, which is a pretty good prior pick. I feel like Purveyors are playing on a comfortable position right now to pick up the Bruno because there isn't really strong counters towards it. I think maybe that's why they're going for the Billeric. I think they might be trying to prevent a Bruno or Layla pick there. But you never know, man. Layla and Bruno, they don't really care about those sort of things in a late game. They can just go through it. But Billeric is still a decent counter to those heroes, especially with blade armor.
Yeah, the Belleric is a good pick, but in my opinion, the Belleric was picked too early. As we see, they ban out the Melissa. And pick 304, definitely the gold liner for Dark Harvest. As we saw them a few nights earlier, well, Friday night playing against Saint Dynasty. Pick 304 is definitely someone to keep an eye out on.
Definitely. There it is. You know, they could have just picked up the Bruno. It's very noticeable what you were trying to cook when you ban sort of this in this manner. But yeah, they ban out the Bruno. It was a good opportunity to pick it up because there was not really any sort of roams that they could have picked on the side of Dark Harvest. But Dark Harvest realizes, we see a Belleric ban. We don't see a marksman being picked up. We actually forgot about it. Bruno exists. Let's ban him out.
Well, he doesn't exist in this first round.
We hardly get to see Bruno games, man. So yeah, whenever you see the chance, just pick it up. Just give us a show there. Bruno, I saw that the patch notes are coming out. Bruno isn't really getting a strong nerf. I think they're just buffing Claude, and so at least now in the moment, Bruno's not getting a quick ban. Oh my goodness, a Camilla ban. I'm not so sure if I agree with that. I don't think that Dark Harvest would have picked it up in this lineup. I would have went for a mage ban.
Yeah, the Camilla ban, but you see, but you've got the Khalid and the Hylos, so the Camilla ban was actually a bit of a waste. It's only the jungle and the MM that is still left. Well, the jungle and mage. Sorry, my bad. Misreading the plays there. As we see Dark Harvest banning out the Clint. So very interested to see if Purveyors of Pain is going to pick up the Leslie, because the only counter to Belleric left over is the Leslie. Will they remove the Leslie from Dark Harvest?
I think neither side's looking to show up their marksmen here. So I think both teams are playing it safe to the hard. Trap does have a chance to swap up here. I think, again, they're still deciding who exactly is going to pick up the Layla and Leslie on which side here. So I think that's why both teams are not showing their draft. But again, I would have picked up the marksman a bit earlier if you were planning on this on there's the Leslie. There's the Leslie we're talking about.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I just quickly need to switch over my language just to prove a point there, because there's a bit of a remark in the viewership wat ek net baie graag wil uitsorteer en net 'n punt bewys dat ons eintlik van Suid-Afrika is en nie van Afrika af is nie. As Yassie picks up the Lilia.
Ja, daar was geen probleme daar nie. Ons kan met Afrikaans gesels vir die eerste vir die res van die stream.
Just with Nigel's Afrikaans viewers, that is a definite like, share, and flip and subscribe. Please do share that. That was some quality coming in there from Nigel.
Kom ons wys hulle hoe. I haven't spoken Afrikaans in such a long time. Yeah, it's a problem with staying in Gauteng. But yeah, we definitely are from South Africa, but we do have a lot of teams from the Southern African continent. So definitely like and subscribe, that comments. And what else must you do? Like, subscribe, and share. Share to your friends. Oh, there's the Ixia as the marksman being picked up there. So they ended up not going for the Layla. I do not like the Martyrs here, mostly because of the late game. Now, you're going to struggle to take down the Martyrs. You're going to struggle to take down a lot of heroes. And most importantly, you're going to struggle to get to the backline where Ixia is. So they could just prove me wrong, but I hope Purveyors of Pain know that they can pick any skin in the lobby here. We get to see some fantastic skins being shown by the people.
Yeah, no, definitely. This tournament lobby, hats off to you, Nigel, and the MSA crew. This tournament lobby is beautiful here in South Africa. So shout out to Moonton as well. So without further ado, viewers, what do you think of the draft between Dark Harvest versus Purveyors of Pain? This is going to be a cracker of a match. This first matchup is definitely going to, well, slap different. But I hope we do go into the sudden death round.
Definitely, I agree with you there. I do also like that both teams, they weren't shying away from just picking whatever heroes they're comfortable with. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is the Leslie Collector skin. Jeez. So let's see how Killer Blade. I actually expected Death Heater to be the one on the Leslie, but we're going to be seeing Killer Blade on that hero. Yassi was circling down the Lilia, but we finally see that Yassi locked down the hero. So let's just see how it goes. Ixia is going to be a problem here. I think that my prediction, at least, that Purveyors' opponents going to struggle to get to the back line, but you never know in the Land of Dawn, and you just give it up to the teams.
Yeah, well, bro, I no hate here. I do love the Exia pick because Exia and the Melissa is my main heroes in MLBB. So I've got a lot of love for Exia. So my eyes are definitely going to be on Pit 304.
Yeah, I see someone asking, why does someone have the skin? All of the heroes are available in the tournament lobby. Let's just see. Yeah, so let's just see, guys. I'm very, very excited. Let's just see how it goes.
Dark Harvest off the bat with the recall spams. As we see the Lilia engages onto the Aurora, just poking, just keeping her honest for this early game matchup here. As we see Purveyors of Pain coming in for the early invade. Will they be able to be successful here to catch the minor objectives here? As we see the Mortis onto blank, the Suyu taking so much damage. Ooh, but Yassi is in trouble here. Will they be able to have the follow-up? Ooh, Mortis gets a double kill. Never mind the first blood. So that's a 2-for-0 exchange to the side of Purveyors of Pain. The Lilia as well as the Suyu falling off very early on.
Definitely. Yeah, we see that they are circling down the lethal here. It's going to be a lethal battle. I think it's going to go to the side of side of Trap's team. So they're doing a pretty good job in the early game here. Trying to get down. Yeah, but just the Ixia is just pushing off the Leslie, man. Leslie's not having a good game at the moment.
No, she's not. If if Killer Blade doesn't play well here, he might be picked off here by the. Ooh, as we see Supermap. Oh, not going for that wraparound. Will they be able to catch? No, they do not catch the Leslie. Just taking their time coming around for the Leslie, unfortunately. As we see, the turtle spawns up in 10 seconds. Chemical with the Khalid on his Super Saiyan Cloud, that's what we call it, getting engaged upon by the Martis as well as the Yalla. Ooh, Trip on the Martis with a killing spree, getting that gold advantage very early on as they start off with the turtle.
Definitely, I think Purveyors of Pain doing a pretty good job of what they need to do in this game. They need to dominate the early game because the comp is very, very good at the early game. So again, they're even surprising me here. So doing a pretty good job of dominating in the early game, which is exactly what they need to do once again.
Yeah, True Draco's demise on the Yalla engaged on the Hylos. Belleric getting the kill on the Hylos, but Belleric in a bit of danger here. Will Chemical... Oh, no, the Belleric being able to escape there. We see True Draco and the Martis coming for that wraparound onto Yassi, but Yassi safe. So having the ability to reset and go clear that mid lane minions.
Yeah, very good game. I would like them to see. I'd like to see Purveyors of Pain focus a bit on the Leslie to make sure she doesn't fall too far behind. She's doing a pretty good job of holding her own, but I see that there's a nice 1v1 in the XP lane, but it's just going to be a deadlock there. So all the action is taking place in the gold lane. Do you see it?
Yeah, as Death Eater engages onto Supermab, but Supermab committing that golden pathway, allowing him and the Exia to get under the turret and out of harm's way. Is it glorious pathway or is it the golden pathway?
I think it's glorious. Even if it is golden, I think glorious sounds much more cooler.
The Khalid and Lilia taking down the tier 1 turrets shield down in the XP lane. Ice Cold Savage and Trap, will they be able to pick down the Lilia? Or as we see the black shoes just around there by the bush. So no, Yasi being able to get away from the damage coming in from the martyrs. But we see both teams setting up for the second turtle of the match. As we see Blank engaging on the turtle, pulling the turtle to the side of Dark Harvest. Death Eater and Ice Cold Savage coming in there, but we see the Martyrs onto the Khalid, gets the mega kill onto Khalid. Death Eater commits his ult. The Glorious Pathway also committed. The Aurora gets the second turtle of the match for Purveyors of Pain. So that was a 1-for-0 exchange to the side of Purveyors of Pain.
Definitely. I think Hilda will be able to get out of a lot of gold in the beginning, yeah. Just because the Khalid was straight at the base. Right now, it looks like it is leaning towards the side of Purveyors of Pain. But what I would like to see from their side is a lot more push, because their comp is heavily focused on the early game, but they need to end the game early. They do have the Leslie though, but all of the other heroes now they require a bit more work. But you see the Suyus trying to get to the backline, but Leslie does a good job of escaping.
Exia's full barrage was committed there onto the Leslie, so Dark Harvest won't have that full barrage for the next team fight. As we see the Glorious Pathway gets committed, the Tsuyu gets the pick-off kill and the shutdown kill onto the Martyrs, so that is a 3-for-0 exchange to the side of Dark Harvest, as we see Supermap spamming the recalls.
Yeah, Supermap is showing them that these are the playoff games. It's not about how you start; it's exactly about how you end the game. And so far, it looks like they're picking up a lot of momentum here. There were 4 kills behind, but now we managed to get 3 kills up, and 2 towers along with that.
Yeah,
no, actually 1. They finished the other one. But still,
as we see the Yasi gets the Aurora kill there, but the Martyrs comes in and trying to get Chemical, but the Glorious Pathway and the full barrage gets committed. The Leslie gets a kill, but the Exia responds with a double kill. So that is a 1-for-3 exchange to the side of Dark Harvest.
Yeah, and we see that the Exia picked up a Skype here, so those kill finishes are definitely going to be near side, and I definitely think Purveyors of Pain will be thinking twice about engaging on him. So the key thing about Exia is that you need to get to the backline, and I don't think right now, at least, they have a lot of heroes that can go straight towards the backline. They have the Belleric, but he struggles a bit to get to the backline, especially since they have the Halos and the Khalid to push him away. But looks like they're going for the other turtle and zoning away the Martyrs, who might actually he survives.
Yeah, no, definitely. So as we see the third and final turtle going to the side of Dark Harvest. So Dark Harvest picking up the gold lead just after the 7-minute mark. That is now that is a 4K gold lead to the side of Dark Harvest. Also having the map control with that mid lane tier 1 turret down, as well as the bot lane tier 1 turret. As we see the Suyu try to engage on the Leslie, but the Leslie going invis and escaping the grasps of Suyu.
Definitely. Yeah, it looks like it's just slow aggression coming in from the side of Dark Harvest. Yeah, they have that Ixia just simply knowing I think Hilda's trying to clear out the lane, but his team is just suffering here, Triple kill coming in from the Ixia here. So again, just a difficult game to see, but I think Purveyors playing aren't out of the game exactly. They still do have the Leslie, and everyone's Leslie game is just in the late game, she's like a ton of bricks.
100%, but that full barrage being committed from the Exia in the bot lane in the previous engagement was, just beautifully placed. I did see the Martyrs trying to get her out of that ult, but not being able to do so, as we see Dark Harvest getting yet another tier 2 turret. So map control firmly to the side of Dark Harvest, as we see the engagement from the healer. Trap Mods is onto the Lilia, getting the pick off, but the full barrage gets committed. Will the XR finish it off here as she gets yet another triple kill? Will there be a Savage? A maniac for XR. Oh my word, so beautiful plays. P304, you are making me proud to be an XR main.
Definitely. Yeah. So in this instance, the mage is playing more of a assisting sort of role, but definitely going. I mean, so many recalls coming in from the side of Dark Harvest. It looks like they're not super interested in going down to the Lord, but they will be going there towards it now. Not a lot of his kills coming in from the side of the Soyu, but definitely his presence is being felt by just simply how much dominance and total and objectives they're just simply been getting right now. 6 towers to 1 on the side of Dark Harvest.
Yeah, that gold lead just firmly extending to almost 8k. It's 7.2k at this point of stage. Barrage is committed from the XR again. She gets the legendary kill, the double kill. Let's make that a triple kill. Will we see the maniac again? Yes, XR getting XR getting the savage. That is a full team wipeout, as we see Dark Harvest recall spamming there as they engage onto the tier 3 turret. My, P304, you are on fire with the XR tonight. That XR will definitely be respect banned going into the second match, as we see the first tier 3 turret falling down. Will Dark Harvest focus on this Nexus as they have the capabilities to come in here with that first minion wave? Will they get the second tier 2 and the third tier 3 turret as well? That's the second one. Just waiting for the third one, and they will have the pressure on the Nexus very soon.
Yeah, that is crazy. 16 kills, 0 deaths coming in from the XR. Definitely an MVP worthy performance coming in from the XR. That was just simply astonishing how, more kills coming in here.
Yet another full barrage gets committed, but the healer not being caught in that full barrage. Dark Harvest definitely focusing on this Nexus. The Nexus will fall, and GG's well played. Dark Harvest taking the first match in this best of 3. Wei, what do you think of this match?
The Purveyors of Pain with that early game invade, you don't get to see that very often. Very nice strat from them there, using that early game composition to their advantage and putting a lot of pressure onto the enemy team here in Dark Harvest. But Dark Harvest, they've got a lot of experienced players who've been playing 5-man for a decent amount of time, and that experience coming through as they managed to manage the game well towards that early game part where they were losing kills. They were at one point in time, it was 5-1 kills in favor of Purveyors of Pain. And then, well, we got to see Dark Harvest bringing it back, making sure that their MM got fed. And then as we got to see what happens when you have an extremely fed MM very early on in the game, Maniac and Savage being picked up there by the XR, all in one game.
Yeah, no, that was a Savage and a Maniac coming in from the XR. That was quality plays. But I'm very interested to see how Purveyors of Pain is going to respond to this.
Yeah, as we see, I think some of the people who were in the live chat are now in the lobby playing for Purveyors of Pain. As I recognize some of the names there.
Yeah, Psycho Teddy being one of them, and as well as Ubix.
Oh, well, with the change in lineup, will this produce a change in results for the side of Purveyors of Pain as they hope to even out the series 1-1? Or will Dark Harvest be able to clutch this out 2-0 and go through to the next round in the upper brackets? But for all you Purveyors of Pain fans there, right, this is the moment. Yeah, your team did you really proud in the early part of the game with that early game pressure. Can they maintain the momentum? Will they be able to start off like a house on fire like they did in the previous game? Let's get to see what happens as we move on into the second game. And well, it's a sort of a do or die moment here. Will we see the series being evened up 1-1, or will we see the 2-0 going through for the side of Dark Harvest. Well, as we wait for everybody to get ready, it's time to get into the drafting phase as I hand you guys back once more to Scarp Skankel and Nigel as they take us into the next match.
100%. Thank you, Wei. So, viewers, thank you all for joining us once again. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. GP, I see you're in the chat there, my guy. We used to be squad members. Why aren't you playing tonight for Purveyors of Pain? And I am expecting an answer from you, my guy, Mr. GP. That's no hate towards you. That's a lot of love, bro, being an ex-wasted potential player and team member. All those scrims, all those hours that we put in. As we jump in to the drafting phase. True Draco Demise not waiting, getting rid of the Zushin. Supermab with the follow-up. Banning out the Sicilian. Nigel, what bans are you expecting in coming in from the going into the second match?
I think we might see an Ixia ban, but I think it won't be as... I think there's so many other heroes that they can ban out, you know? But I don't know, man. I think I'm going to be expecting to see the Ixia, but the CU was a good pick, but I wouldn't say CU was the scariest hero in that game, mostly because of the Ixia, but definitely. But this time around, we do see that Purveyors of Pain have made, it looks like 2 substitutions, so definitely, you see, they're banning out the Layla. We should think that Layla was going to be coming through, but yeah, I mean, they do leave the Bruno out for themselves. Maybe they pick it up, but you know, definitely a lot of heroes to be picked up, but the Bruno's gone. There we go.
No Bruno. Yeah, we know he is a pick or ban. So, GP, a lot of love to you, bro, and respect, bro. Hope to play with you again in the future. As we see, well, the sniper rifle, let's just call this guy a sniper rifle, as he got a rifle. Is that a crutch or is that a rifle? That looks like a rifle.
It looks like a maybe he's the marksman. It would be very poetic if he is the marksman for the side of Purveyors of Pain, you know. So I'll call him AK. You know, it kind of looks like an AFE-47, but yeah. I would have to ask his teammates what his name is. If anyone in the chat knows what we should call the guy with the gun symbol, is S3 on the blue team. Let's just see if anyone knows what his name is. But yeah, definitely a good game that I'm expecting from both teams. But again, Purveyors of Pain have the chance to turn the time to their server, to their side. So someone said it's a rifle. Someone says he's the mage. So he's the mage with the gun symbol. So definitely funny. Let's just see what they use with their first pick.
So we see the Hylos and the Suyu getting banned out. Roster Tono says we must just call him the gun dude.
Okay, yeah, the gun dude or the rifle guy. Yeah, we just Savage coming in from the gun dude. I think that's a pretty good name. But let's just see. There's so many. Someone says sniper, someone says gun dude. But yeah, we'll see. His name is Rifle in capital letters. So someone has confirmed apparently that his name is Rifle. But Psycho Teddy coming in with the Granger. I definitely do not hate the Granger pick there. I think if the Bruno is banned, Granger is just the next best thing to have on your side. And I know it just depends on how well they can farm him out. Just get his team just there. I'm very surprised about the lack of higher booster picks or bans in our tournaments. But again, yesterday there was a higher booster picked up. But again, in this lineup it wasn't exactly banned or picked. But we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, 100%. Rika calling us nabs there in the chat. So Rika, the score is currently 1-0 to the side of, well, your team. Thank you for calling us nabs, you procaster. As we see Chemical picking up the Khalid and Yassi picking up the Aurora. The Aurora was quite something to, well, she is an impressive hero, but not going to favor for the side of Purveyors of Pain. As True Draco, Demise seems like he's going to go with the Camilla with the Cursed Blood. So the set plays from the Camilla. Ooh, as we see, Rifle picks up the Zosk. Super map swapping in there with the Lolita.
Yeah, Lolita, pretty good counter to the Granger. I would have liked to see the Camilla paired up with the Vexana, you know. That's a pretty good combo to have on your side. I think Zosk is a good hero. He's a bit too single target for my liking, but he's still a pretty good hero to have.
Well, the Zosk, we haven't featured the Zosk in a very long time, as Zosk was pretty much in the previous meta, pretty much banned out a lot. But Zosk does a lot of damage, bro. Don't count out the Zosk. As we see, Dark Harvest banning out the Hayabusa.
Yeah. So there's the Hayabusa ban. It looks like it might be Pablo who's going to be going into the jungle role because we don't see Psycho Teddy with the retribution here. So I think it might be Pablo with the jungle, but there's so many different heroes open left for him here. So let's just see how Purveyors Pain react to this. Maybe the two subs. Oh, there's the Ixia ban. I mean, what can you do? Ixia got a Savage in the last game. I'll ban it too.
Yeah, no, definitely. So just to bring this to everyone live and in agreement, Rika said if Dark Harvest loses this match, he is going bold. He'll cut off all his hair live.
That's a bold statement, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, let's just hope. I'm rooting for Purveyors of Pain right now. I'm hoping to see a bold Seppi for the next year.
As we see Dark Harvest banning out the Gods of Gotcha, and only Pablo left with the final ban.
Definitely. I think they might just go for a marksman ban because the marksman hasn't been showed, but they go for the Ling ban, which isn't a bad idea. But I feel like it's mostly because they're comfortable in how they've banned the Ixia and the Layla. I think they just think those are the two key heroes that Mr. Pete 3 or 4 plays. So maybe they're just not too worried about that.
No, Rika, no. Hustle your evidence, my guy. You said if Dark Harvest loses, you didn't specify.
Also, I took a screenshot. Yeah, so someone took a screenshot, and hopefully, if Dark Harvest is listening, if you lose this game, your leader or one of your leaders, or rather, will go bold. So let's just see how it goes.
we love to put Rika under pressure. So the screenshot has been taken. P304 picking up the Leslie and Pablo while they're surprising us with the glue.
Yeah, they haven't really shown the jungler yet, but I think they might go for something a bit different in XP. CC is a pretty good hero to deal with the Khalid, and you know it does a pretty good job of going in and out of team fights. I still don't see. I think it looks like please do not be another Martyrs. Martyrs works up until a certain point, you know. So yeah, I'm just not. There we go. Harley into a Lolita, not the best, but it's not the worst hero you can pick. We haven't really seen a Harley play in this game. Oh, Harley and Leslie, they're like brother and sister, right? So it's like a poetic game to have.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the battle of the siblings there between the two teams. As we see Blank picking up the Fanny, one of the heroes he is very famous for. As we welcome Rika to the live stream, as well as Dean Conradi shouting out, "Let's go, Purveyors of Pain."
Definitely. The Fanny is definitely going to be a problem, especially with the comp that Purveyors of Pain has. It's very reliant on the enemies being somewhere, but the Fanny just has the ability to go in and out of team fights like very, very fast. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle for the Camilla, but if you catch him in the right spaces like a Lord or a Turtle fight, it might be a good thing for you, because it's either forced to retreat or, stay there and get stunned too. But again, you can just cancel it by just dashing away. That's the problem with the Fanny, guys.
Yeah, well, as well as the other thing, just to add on to that, the Fanny is very, very good with the split pushing.
Definitely. We see this Psycho Teddy, just leading up to the game with just a few testing bullets, on the Legend skin there. So I think just show you guys that you're ready for action. Gun Guy is playing Zosk today. So let's just see how it goes.
Oh, the chat did say that rifle is very deadly with the Zosk. So all eyes on the Zosk in this matchup.
Definitely, definitely. I think, I think there is enough time here for both teams to show showcase what they have. I'm just worried about the Lolita and the Harley. Is it a lot of the Harley skills rely on him landing those extra few shots, but ooh, blue buff has been stolen by the Ixia, not the Ixia, rather by the Aurora. So pretty good advantage coming in from the side of Dark Harvest. There's a temporary loss of judgment. You're just slipping, not expecting that, and they've lost their blue buff.
Yeah, so Harley going to be later to the level 4 at this point of stage. So that might put a bit, well, it's definitely going to put a delay onto the Harley as we see the Granger and the Dark Harvest coming around for the Granger. But it seems like the Granger does know what's busy cooking there in the bushes.
Definitely, I think Harley won't have that early game. You can't exactly gank the. They're looking to gank the XP lane here, which isn't the best idea. But the Fanny is just ready for action in the gold lane. There, I think he's just gonna go in and take the cube because the Harley still does not have level 4 yet. Oh, he actually just got it now. Fanny into the backline.
Ooh, the first blood going to the cutthroat Fanny as they get the pick-off kill onto the Grangers. We see the turtle spawned up in 3, 2, 1 seconds, and it is spawned. First turtle of the match ready.
Definitely, looks like Harley did try to return the favor on the Leslie, but Leslie manages to flicker out of that. I know, and Harley unable to get his full stacks onto that kill. So unfortunately, there isn't going to be a kill for him early. But it looks like he might be forced to skip out on the turtle here as the fan is just looking to take the blue and go straight for the turtle. But Harley is not in the best position right now to contest, but his team looks like they are ready for action into this team fight.
You see the Zosk's ult gets committed. But the Fanny trying to get the wraparound onto the Zosk. Ooh, but the Fanny gets caught by the Camilla.
Definitely a good response coming in from Purveyors. So Pena looking to take down the team fight. Lolita goes in straight into the backline, gets the ult in, but unfortunately no one is able to die in that engage. But someone did point out it was Reaper specifically on the emblem that, oh, an ult has been casted. Will he be able to get a kill? Damage coming in comes in from the side of the Lolita, who takes the damage from the turret. Unfortunately, he falls down there, and Aurora also loses their passive. So very good ult coming in from the Camilla there as the next turtle fight comes in.
I think we must just keep an eye out on the Leslie. I do see the chat is saying that the Leslie might be lagging.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's moving into the bush. He's going up and down in the bush. I don't think he's AFK per se. He's just bush checking. I'm focused directly on the Leslie right now. It doesn't look like he's AFK. He's just very wary of the Harley coming in, as you can see.
Ooh, you see the Khalid engaging onto the Camilla. Will the follow-up be there? But ooh, Chemical in a bit of danger here. Ooh, but the Harley gets the pick off onto the Khalid. So Purveyors Dark Harvest definitely having the advantage with the turtle here. Purveyors of Pain not having the numbers quite there at this point of stage as the Fanny gets the second turtle of the match. But we see the Cursed Blood landing onto 2, but the Camilla will fall for that engagement. The Dark Harvest didn't like that Cursed Blood.
Definitely. So again, another. I would like to see again a bit more ganks in the Leslie. I see that the Harley just responded with that. He does land the ult. Will he be able to get the kill? Unfortunately, he does get the kill. Unfortunately, on the side of Dark Harvest, that is, because they will lose their gold laner. Zos going in here, trying to get into the backline, but unfortunately, he doesn't have enough damages. He goes straight into the turret. Again, the distance isn't there, and the Lolita just says, "Hello, I'm here to protect a mage," and it looks like he will be able to walk out. Luckily enough. Camilla's there. Do you see it?
Yeah, we do see it. But the Yasi gets taken down by the Camilla, but the Fanny not really going away there, just keeping her presence known. As we see P304 with the Leslie back in here, but the Cursed Blood gets committed onto the Leslie, and the Granger gets the kill onto Leslie. Will they be able to get the Lolita as well? No, but the Lolita shield is active, and the Fanny comes in. Will there be a double kill here from the Fanny? Ooh, We see here the Harley gets the kill onto the Lolita, and Fanny responding with the Camilla kill. So Fanny jumping in under the turret, nearly falling there as the turret almost got her, but the Khalid wrapping around, taking care of the Granger. So that was a 2-for-1 exchange to the side of Dark Harvest. Just before we reach the 16-minute mark, Dark Harvest has a 900 gold lead at this point of stage.
Definitely. Right now the next turtle is up. Both teams in a decent position to contest that the turtle, but the Harley is forced to recall right now, so it does put Fanny in a decent position to go get it. He just decides whether or not he's gonna go for the blue buff first, or he's gonna go for the turtle. But it does look like he has decided to go for the turtle without the buff yet. Doesn't look like Purveyors are looking to contest this though.
Yeah, no. As we see the Lolita jumps onto the Granger, just trying to keep that Granger honest as Dark Harvest takes the third and final turtle of the match. The Cursed Blood landing onto no one. But we see the engagement there from Dark Harvest. Will they be able to catch the Pablo? Lolita's ult lands on 2, but no follow-up at this point of stage. It's not really needed to jump under the turret in the mid lane. As I twist my tongue there for a second, we see P304 taking the first tier 1 turret in the gold lane.
I see they're looking to gank on Pablo here, but Pablo with a very nice escape, calling Pablo Escobar. I was going to make that joke the entire game, but he falls unfortunately as soon as I say the joke, but he just died. But yeah, very good engage coming in from the side of Dark Harvest. Khalid also falls down. So yeah, Zarsk manages to get the last say in that engage. I hope people understood my Pablo Escobar joke, but maybe they're a bit too young. But yeah, definitely an exciting game. The fan is just being a problem for the side of Dark Harvest, just unable to keep up with him, and they don't really have anyone to lock him down, which is why I specifically think they locked the Fanny in last, because there wasn't enough time to pick up the Kaja or the Franco. So very good game coming in, but we see that the Harley hasn't died yet, which is a pretty good thing for them to have.
But the Cursed Blood gets committed, landing onto the Lolita as well as the Aurora. Will the follow-up be there onto the Aurora? Lolita's just nowhere at that point of stage. We see the Leslie picking off never mind the Camilla, but that is a 2-for-0 exchange as the Leslie gets a double kill, make that a 3-for-0 exchange to the side of Dark Harvest. Super mad, barely escaping with his life in that engagement, but we see the Khalid continuing the fight, giving the Fanny the opportunity to get the kill onto Rifle. Chemical is, he's doing his prayers to heal up there for a bit in the bush, as we see the first Lord is spawned up. Will Purveyors of Pain try and contest this, as we don't see really the team setting up for this Lord at this point of stage?
Definitely. I think that, people are asking about the cables from Black. I think he's doing a pretty good, decent job. He hasn't died once. He's doing a pretty good job of going in and out. He's going to get another kill here. So I think he's doing a pretty good job. I just think that people aren't used to seeing different things, They're used to seeing those ching, 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 ching Fanny. But as long as you get the kills, I don't mind it. How many Fanny players in the chat, guys? Let me know.
The engagement from Chemical there onto the backline. However, Chemical's in a lot of danger there as the Granger gets the kill onto the Khalid. But the Leslie's ult gets committed. It was just one shot and taking down the Zarsk. The Leslie getting a double kill as the Terizla's also out of town. As we see, Harley gets the shutdown kill onto the Fanny. Will we call that the commentator's curse on the Fanny?
I think so. I was just talking about how amazing Mr. Blank is doing on the Fanny, and he does, So I think I'm going to say that Dark Harvest is playing amazing. I hope they win this entire game. So we can see So yeah, definitely a good game. Someone's saying flashy, but as long as it's effective, and someone is saying Narcos. Yeah, Narcos is what I was referring to, but yeah, just specifically Pablo the person. Azaz coming in. Flame shot used. Very low here. It would be good if they had someone to drive to the back line, but unfortunately they don't have. Maybe the minion can try and do something to the Lolita, but nope, it looks like they're starting down the next Lord here.
The Leslie's ult gets committed just for the vision there, as they try to. Well, they would definitely try and get this tier 1 turret in the mid lane, but we do see Chemical committing their engagement onto the True Draco as Fanny gets the first Lord of the match.
Definitely. Oh, another curse blood coming in here.
Landing on 3. Lolita gets the kill onto the Harley. Oh my word, but just look at that. That's a 3-for-0 exchange as the Leslie gets that tier 1 turret in the mid lane. So, at just past the 11-minute mark, Dark Harvest having the 7.2k, well, make that just a 7k gold lead, as well as the map control. Also, the kill deficit by 12.
Definitely. I think in this instance, Perversive Pain could have done a lot of, they would have had a much better games. Also not doing the worst job, but I think they had some AoE to go up with the Camilla ban. A Camilla pick, it would have been a pretty good thing in their side. Since right now, Zost, he needs to kill one person to target the other. It just takes a bit too long for him to pop off. But you never know in this Land of Dawn. Let's just see how the team goes. They do still have the Granger, but they also have the Lolita, which is a big problem with the Granger.
But we see the engagement there from Purveyors are paying on to Dark Harvest. The Terizla gets a kill as well as Zos, but the Leslie responds with a double kill. So, the
nice.
Kill. So that is a 2-for-3 exchange to the side of Purveyors. Clutch defense.
Yeah, a pretty good engage coming in from everyone here. Right now, Fanny is going to be going for this blue buff, and it looks like they only have 6 turrets to the 2-1 on the side of Dark Harvest. It looks like they have the game in their control. It is a much I can say of a contest than the last game. I think Purveyors are doing a pretty good job in this game as opposed to the last. I think at this stage in the last game they were a bit behind, a bit struggling, but it looks like they do have some sort of plan in this game. And I think that plan is to get maybe the Granger a bit more fed and take out the Lolita before the Granger is able to ult.
Yeah, 100%. As we see the Camilla trying to chase that Fanny. But with the Blank engaging onto the Camilla. Will we see the Cursed Blood landing onto Chemical? Yes, we do. As the Chemical tries to come around there with a wraparound. But we see the engagement onto Blank. But we see the Leslie's ult gets committed onto the Camilla. The Fanny gets a kill onto Terizla. Zosk's ult also gets committed. But we do see the minions doing a hard job on that tier 3 turret in the top lane. So that is a 1-for-0 exchange to the side of Dark Harvest.
Definitely. I think another unspoken hero here is the Leslie. As much as we get to see the Fanny in and out, we aren't seeing just how much damage Leslie is doing. He's got 11 kills, only died 3 times. I think he's doing a pretty good standard job of just executing the enemies here. I don't think he has Sky Piercer. No, he actually has full stacks on the Sky Piercer along with his BOD. So definitely dealing an insane amount of damage right now. I just feel for the side of Purveyors of Pain, but they can do something here. 2 members of Dark Harvest in and out of position, but they can be able to take them out. They're going straight into the backline. Will they be able to get the kill? Unfortunately, they're not. Khalid escapes on that. Leslie coming to help the team, but will he be able to get the kill? Not yet. Turtle is up. Leslie has managed to finish down the Turtle, and it looks like Fan is going to the backline. Will be able to get the kill. He is being caught here by the Terizla, but unfortunately, he manages to escape. That's the problem with the Fanny, man. Just in and out.
Yeah, Zoss just barely missing with his flame shot on that Fanny. I wondered if that flame shot did connect, if he would have gotten that to Fanny. As we see the engagement onto Dark Harvest, but Dark Harvest responding, getting a triple kill. Well, 3 kills, so that's a 3-for-0 exchange. As we see the Enhanced Lord while floating there in the top lane, busy fighting the minions. Dark Harvest does have the opportunity here to start focusing on the Nexus and possibly end this game.
Definitely. It is Pete and Mr. Psycho Teddy against the world here. Will they be able to hold down for 10 more seconds? It looks like the Leslie is going to be starting to do an insane amount of damage right now. They're looking to end the game. Will they be able to do it? Zos gets committed his ult. Lolita reflecting all that damage back to him. Will they be able to defend? The game is about to come to an end. Purveyors of Pain on the side of defending. Terizla goes straight into the backline. Everyone is here. Yassi is being caught off, but it looks like Blank has decided to end the game and unfortunately, Purveyors of Pain are going straight into the lower brackets. Dark Harvest straight to the top brackets. Upper brackets and they'll be facing, as far as I know, they'll be facing a team that's probably played tonight. So it's a very, very exciting next stage of the games. And that actually concludes the first round of matchups in this MSA Cup. But again, we have more action coming in. We have the lower brackets that are going to be played within the next few days.
Yeah, no, 100%. So unfortunately, we will not be seeing Rika going bold. So that would have been.
It's the series now, not the game.
No, so the series is over.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunately, we will not be seeing Rika going bold, even though we would have liked that content on our YouTube channel. But yeah, nonetheless, GG's well played to all the teams that featured tonight on Waylander Gaming. Like Nigel said, the first round of the MSA Cup has concluded. So there is a small break for us tomorrow. We will see you guys on Wednesday again with the next round of matchups. Round 2 off the bat.
Yeah, this was a very, very exciting round, this round of 16. We know which 8 teams have moved on to the upper brackets. We know the 8 teams that are in the lower brackets. That will be kicking off. We do have a 1-day break that will be taking place tomorrow. And then we'll be moving into the lower brackets on Wednesday and Thursday. The upper brackets will follow across the weekend as per usual. We're just going to get all of that organized. We will have a post placed on the channel and in all the respective social media sites as to what is coming up next. But well played to both teams, both the Dark Harvest and Purveyors of Pain, for giving us an exciting conclusion to this round of 16. But hats off to Dark Harvest going through, taking the series 2-0 and moving on to the upper brackets. But for you Purveyors of Pain fans, which I saw quite a lot of you in the live chat, don't you worry, your team still has the opportunity to come back in the lower brackets, as we're going to be seeing real soon who they're going to be facing up against. But for myself, Waylander, and then the team, Nigel from representing MSA Cup, it's going to have to be, sadly, goodbye and good night. We will see you once again on Wednesday. Thank you for watching.